Hello, everybody, and welcome to the
Yeah.
Sunfall
No problem.
Cycle. Advice was being given. I couldn't hear any of it, but I'm sure it was great. Welcome to the show,
Eric
everybody.
and Steven
Oh my
were giving me
goodness.
advice on how to be productive.
And
I
how
don't
not to
think
let
that's-
lists take over your life.
I feel like
I
that's
mean-
the reverse. Shouldn't you be giving them advice on how to be productive?
Yeah.
No, I'm not very. I'm very scattered.
I could use some advice. I got to start doing what Steven does because I could wake up at 5 in the morning and get on a bus and go to the gym and work out, no problem. But I cannot make myself do push-ups at home. It doesn't do anything. I can't. I don't understand. Like I have the discipline to do something, but when I wanted to start a new regiment, I just can't do it.
For
Dude,
me, it's like,
oh, go ahead, Steven.
for me, it's like, okay, like I've tried a couple things because we're in pandemic, we're in lockdown, whatever. Like I'm trying to be careful, even though like levels here in the Netherlands are low, they're rising again. So it's like, but like I tried doing like Reddit's bodyweight fitness routine, and that's super cool. But it's like an hour and a half, like really, if you really do the whole thing, which is a lot. And I tried to do like a couple of other. I tried to split it so it was like half one day, half the other day. So it's just like half an hour instead. And it just like never really worked. But the thing that felt good was like every once in a while getting up from my desk, this one right here where I'm sitting, and just going and doing like 10 push-ups. And then if I set myself an objective of like doing that, I would end up doing like 100 push-ups over the day. And I was like, yes.
I was just gonna say, one time when I was like, I want to do a bunch of push-ups, but I couldn't get myself to do it. I made myself do 10 push-ups every time I had to pee.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, going to the bathroom is like my trigger event for like time to do like, a set of pull-ups or whatever.
5, 6. I don't know how many times people pee in a day, but it's like at least 40 or 50 like push-ups.
Yeah.
Have
It's
you
like,
ever
it's at least 40 or 50
Times of
times.
pee.
Yeah, I was like,
You gotta
whoa,
go pee, right,
hold
guys?
up now.
Have you guys ever seen those Garmin watches? They're really cool because they have an internal battery, so you don't have to recharge them, which is great for me because I forget to recharge my electronics. But they have a bar that accrues on it every time you're sedentary. And if you take care of it while it builds throughout the day, then you only have to do like 10 push-ups or 10 sit-ups, and it automatically like can tell that your heart rate is up or that you're moving, and it reduces it. But if you let it accumulate throughout the day, it slowly adds up to like 30 minutes. So every single time I'd look at my watch and I'd see it had 2 bars on there, I'd go and do like, 10 squats and 10
Nice.
push-ups, and the bar would go away. So that was like my way of doing it. Cause y'all pee a lot. I don't pee that much.
You know,
I know, I feel like
Because you're a real
50.
gamer. All right. You're a real gamer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
basically
don't know. I
urinate
pee like 4 or
Mountain
5
Dew.
times a day. I don't know what to tell you. It seems like a normal amount. Oh my God. Is this how I find out that I like pee?
You've got a pee
No,
problem.
I think you're
Unhealthy amount?
normal. I am a
Drink a lot of
camel
water, man.
because I
I don't
lived in
tell
India
you.
for 10 years and I did not like peeing in the middle of nowhere, so I've developed like what I call camel bladder, which is like I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have access to a clean or even passable bathroom for 8 to 9 hours, so I'm going to learn to hold it for a really long time. So now I don't, even if I drink a lot of water, I don't pee that often. It's a pretty great talent. I like to think it's my superpower.
Okay. Just be careful. I mean, this is how we get infections.
What?
Well, I don't actively hold it,
Okay. You just
Remember,
have
kids,
an amazing physical ability.
Yeah.
listen to your body.
Yes. Sorry. I'm very worried about people getting kidney. I had a kidney infection. I was in the hospital for 4 days and I almost got sepsis. The emergency doctors were like really worried that I was going to die. So
Kidney infections are
Guys?
bad.
pee when you need to pee. Ladies, pee after sex every single time. Keep your kidneys
True.
healthy. That's all I have to say.
Yep.
Jesse,
Sorry.
you
It's important to me.
also, this is important to me. Jesse, you spent so much time. You spent 15 minutes getting the stream set up. Probably 10 of it was trying to get over that terrible loss in Fall Guys that you just had at the very end. Sure. But the last 5 minutes, I'm like completely out of frame. I'm like on the right-hand side. This
That's
camera's
you.
terrible. And
That's
Steven has
you.
no
what
hair.
were you doing?
That's you. That's all you. You did this. You moved yourself. You were fine. You were
That's
fine
fair.
before. You were fine before. Just because
It's
you
also
fine.
more zoomed
just
in than
because you
everyone else.
shaved a little bit and you want everyone to see your cute little baby face.
Yeah,
Just
that's what
'cause
I
you
did.
out there, just 'cause you
hacked in
out
your
there.
computer.
Just because you're out there looking fabulous today, don't mean look there. Bam, done.
All right.
You're,
All right,
you're
but-
back in frame.
can we talk about what it was like to feel victory turn to the ashes of defeat in your mouth, Jesse?
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
how
used
was
to that.
that?
I don't know if you're aware.
Jesse's like, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, that shit happens all the time for me. So the problem is like, so I've played Fall Guys before, and that exact same thing happened to me at E3 last year. So like, I know the emotion. I'm already over it. It's just like, I can see everything I did wrong, and now I'm like, all right, here's the problem. That game is like, okay, I know exactly what I did wrong. Next time I get there, I'm gonna do it right. The problem is the next time you get there is like 18 hours from now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the next time I make it to the very end. Yeah. Oh well.
Was losing that match
why
a
can I
better
like
feeling or a worse feeling than turning off a stream in front of 1,900 viewers to play Dungeons and Dragons with your best friends in the world?
I would say that it's always fun to play with you guys. It doesn't matter to me.
Even if you lose money and clout every time you do it.
First off,
Look at this. Look at this smooth man over here.
First off, I don't think you understand. I am both number 13 worst dancer on the internet, according to some fucking webpage that everyone goes to. I am the face of Soy Boys. I have been called Jesse Cucks for the last 2 years. I have no fucking clout. I got nothing.
Does that mean that you cuck
They call you Jesse Cuck?
If people hate you, you're doing something right.
Using the word cuck as a verb, that means that you're.
I don't want to cuck anybody.
That's a complete sentence. Jesse
their women.
Cucks.
I don't want to.
Jesse
I don't want to do that
dudes.
though.
You don't want to fuck other people's dudes consensually.
It almost sounds like it's like a service.
I don't want to do that to people. I don't want to ruin relationships.
1-800 Jesse Cucks.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't feel like that's a roast.
Jesse's got red hair.
Welcome to the internet.
No.
Ghost of Tsushima has just come out. I propose a new moniker. Jesse Fox.
Oh shit. I will simply say that I like having fun with friends, and turns out that money and clout don't matter to me. So friendship does more. So suck a D, internet.
Cream. Friends rule everything around me.
Yeah.
I remember telling somebody that once. Creating content I believe in and creating it with people I like is more important to me than hyping up subscriptions. And she said, well, then get used to having 80 subscribers.
Here's the thing.
I have 20 times that now. Suck my dick.
Yeah. Or you could be a good person and not a total shithead.
Right?
But that's cool too. Congrats on all your awesome subscribers and your terrible personality. Random stranger I don't know. I'm sure you're lovely to be with at parties.
They're giving awards at like the Webbies or the Streamies or like
all your fake friends that are also millionaires, but you all
waiting for the day.
Congratulations, you have tons of money and viewership, and you're an asshole.
Yeah,
that is my long-term goal. Is the day it's slowly bringing Jesse to the dark side, and then one day Jesse's gonna heel turn. And it's only happened once. And the day it happened, I don't know if y'all remember, Sunfall Cycle was the next morning after Jesse dragged the ever-living fuck out of somebody on Twitter, and they deserved it. And the first thing I pop into this call is like, did y'all see the glory that Jesse Cox brought to the timeline? I was there for it. I was like, yes, come to the dark side. Like, I was so excited.
Cheering in the background.
Sometimes you gotta knock a dude down a notch when they think they got too much shit going on. But other than that, I'm punching down. I don't want to do this.
They got too much. They think they got too much in their pants, but they don't realize it's just shit.
Hey-oh.
Wait.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow.
No.
Hold on. Are you telling me that there's a large amount of men, people with penises, who mistake a giant pile of shit in their pants for their dick being really big?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Happens all the time, Britt.
What I said.
Yeah, all the time.
It's happened to all of us, but it happens to some of us more often than others.
Yeah. Happens all the time to men. It's a big problem that we have. Sometimes we're like, am I sitting on my balls or is that some poop in my pants? Happens all the time. It is.
You want to see it? I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Pulls his pants down like poop just falls out.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
What? It's a natural thing. Just
My
like, hey,
mouth hurts
hey,
from
gents,
smiling.
check your pants. It could be poop. Just like Brit's trying to advise, like, pee after sex. Hey, guys, check your pants. Could be poop.
Before you talk about how big your dick is, just check
Yeah.
your pants.
Before you troll on the internet, check your pants. It could be
I'm
poop.
gonna tell people now who try to troll me. I'm gonna be like, did you check your pants yet? Did you check your pants before you said this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You don't need to think twice. Just check your pants before you speak.
Wow. Oh, good. Yes. Welcome
so
to the
funny to
Sunfall
me.
Cycle, everybody.
God.
No, I get it. It was
Sorry, Jesse.
when that flew
Sorry,
out of
Jesse.
Steven's mouth. I was like, "This really is the most exotic man in the world." You
Nothing-
know? I was like, that is an insult. and a
Nothing
half.
can stop. Nothing can scar me anymore after the stream I was on last night. A joke was told that I like don't know that I can repeat. I don't know how I can repeat it. I don't know if it's offensive. It was about like menstruation and like being a gladiator, and it was funny, but I don't know if I can like say it. Can I say it? I have no clue what the rules are. But after I heard that, I'm like, well, I'm out of it. I can't like. There's nothing that is everything can be said now. So welcome to the stream. If you want to talk about shitting your pants or peeing after sex, that's what we're here for. This is it.
Fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's just about the health, mind
Yeah.
and body.
mind and body. That's what this show's about: the mind and body, and shitting your pants.
Just thinking about YouTube demonetizing this.
Hey, did we give it like 10
Jesse was
minutes?
like,
You didn't have to
"Guys,
say the F
don't
word.
Fuck in the first 5 minutes. We're like, okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, no fucking problem, Jesse. Thanks, gang.
Got you, fam.
All
man.
good.
All right, y'all want to play some D&D?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. We'll get to the recap in a second, but as you float here above the massive form of the golden sky whale, hanging in the air of this realm of celestial fires, all of a sudden you hear a gong call out, bong, and then a wave of sound rolls across the realm. What do you do?
Wom. Wait, Sark somehow can make the like guitar screech, like
Yeah, Sark just like goes full metal
this
shriek.
full whammy bar.
Yeah.
Read.
Your
Fantastic.
kids are gonna
As
love
the
it.
wall
Yeah.
of sound impacts each of you resonate in a harmonious frequency vibrating, and you are each suffused with elemental energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Let's see.
How long
where-
does
where
this?
are
How
we? Where
long
are
does
we?
this last? By the by, dear chum.
How long does this last? I think it's like 1 minute or until spent.
Gotcha. So if we're out of combat, we can just like still have it.
Yeah. It lasts
So-
a minute. Lightning, necrotic, fire, necrotic. Yeah, cool. So, Kairos, you've got a lightning.
Yep, I remember rolling a 1 last time I had that. Feels good.
Kara, you've got necrotic.
Cool.
Sarek, you've got fire.
Yo.
And Aya, you've got necrotic energy coursing through your veins. At that very moment, one of the golden clouds that floats nearby splits and cracks with lightning, and 7 slicing figures slash out through the cloud, trailing lightning behind their bodies. They look like silver fish with like
Wait, time out.
spark fins.
Time out, Shark Fin. What
Yeah.
the hell? So we beat the whale lady,
Yes.
and we last time Bronze, I think, like smooched the whale at the end and was like,
Yes.
"Hey, whale friend, are we together now? Are we a thing?" And the whale was like, "Will you go out with me?"
an item.
Yeah, I think we're an item now. And then after that, what happened? A shark showed up? What?
Yes. Yeah.
I thought we were fine. I thought we like saved the day.
And yet.
No chance to look around the body.
Where's the meme? We need the meme. I was like, oh no, why would the boss do that? Like, we need that. Is it your end yet? As though you
And
didn't
yet.
plan this.
So
bang, bang.
Yeah, like it's you. You planned it. Stop acting surprised.
it also
So
also
there's
we
this
haven't
golden
played
cloud.
we didn't play last week, real quick, and remind me what happened when her name was
Quintara.
Quintarian?
Kintara.
Penomancer Quintara.
Quintara. When Quintara died,
Yep.
I felt like didn't she say something? Like I didn't
She
want to
said
say like
something
Team Rocket's
ominous, like,
blasting off again, but it was
never stop, and then she like
Yeah.
collapsed in on
Okay.
herself to
it was
a
something
singularity.
ominous. Okay.
Yeah.
Figured it was something like death is only the.
Oh yeah, she
beginning
turned into a
one.
singularity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she collapsed in on herself, and then
Yeah.
we got on the whale, and then like I said, Bronze
Okay.
was like, "Are you single?" And the whale was like, "I'm so lonely," and then they smooched, and we were like awkward, and then at least that's
Yeah.
what's in Sarek's journal.
And then Kairos was like, "Never-ending story."
that is how we ended the episode, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
yeah.
True.
Actually,
Kairos, how
sorry.
long does your noble steed last?
I think Find Steed. Ah, boy, I have no idea. 10 years.
10 years.
I think it's
so
until I dismiss it. To be honest.
there are these lightning-made silver fish streaking towards you. Let's get a roll for initiative from
Oh
everyone.
my God,
God,
is this new? Have we fought?
Oh yeah,
these
it's
things
like a
before?
familiar. Find Steed is kind of like familiar, where it just technically exists, and I can dismiss them and bring them back.
Sounds reasonable.
But I feel like it's appropriate that Armros turns into a dog. You know what I mean? Like back to regular size Armros, and I would have to kind of do a thing to have it return.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Have we fought
I
these
can only-
before, these things, these lightning fish?
You have not fought these things before.
So they're not the other things that were like kind of fish, but not.
They're like
not they're not the manta ray
lightning.
thing.
They're lightning lampreys.
They're not the huge six-winged, long-necked, human-faced angel screamers that came plummeting out of the sky.
You know,
They are neither of those things.
I think you're like a crazy person. If you were to go, if you were to go around talking about this to anyone besides us, they'd be like, "The shit did you just say?"
Person is a crazy person. Who didn't roll? It was Kairos.
Yo, I'm sorry. I was too busy looking up the lyrics to Electric Feel for Lightning Fish, but I couldn't make a joke out of it.
Electric eel? Come on now.
Yeah, but it's already a lyric in the song. And so I was trying to make something up with Lightning Fish, but forget it.
Lightning fish.
Done.
Cool.
Said, ooh,
Got me
fish.
like a lightning
Fantastic. All right. So yeah,
All
Britt, and Kara, these lightning fish are shrieking towards you through the air, trailing lightning behind
Oh,
them
no.
as they fall in your direction. What do you do?
Fuck. Wait. So the all of them are coming at me. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
of
So
them?
like y'all are grouped up near the sky whale.
We are grouped
And-
up. Okay.
Yeah, and the lightning fish are heading towards you. And for the record here, like you have enough time to separate if you want to like avoid any like fireballs that might happen.
Yeah. Do you guys think I should cast like wall of fire on them?
Well, they're flying, so I don't know. I doubt it.
Well, that's because if they're flying at us, I assume they have to like fly. I guess since we're
If
in
you
this weird
Fly over it, you know?
floating space, they
They're
could
like
fly over
streaking
under
they're
it.
streaking towards you through the air. If you cast the wall of fire right in front of the front three, those three at least are going to have to go through the wall.
They'll have to go
Yeah.
through it.
Yep.
Then I have to keep the wall up, so maybe this is not helpful. Like since they move around so much.
You can self cancel a concentration spell for free.
Well,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if it's a waste.
if we have an action before they go, which I
You
think is
do.
what you're saying, then
Yep.
I think I'm gonna ready an attack for the first one that comes into 5 feet of me.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just start like shooting at them.
Overwatch.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You've got your new
Let's use my new
short
bow.
Right.
Yes.
What does your short bow look
Yes.
like again?
I mean, it's made out of wood. Obviously, I created it. So it's. Do you mean like aesthetically? Like, what does it look like?
Yeah, what's the aesthetic? Is it like cottage core or like goblin core? Maybe like a little
It's
bit of like
It would definitely be more like goblin core.
Awesome.
So it would have like leaves and stuff wrapped around it. And I think that the ends would be like curled in like little creepy goblin hands.
Yeah,
like
awesome.
they're,
And then like holding
gnarled
the
up.
string.
Yeah.
Killer.
Yeah, I love that. Let's see. So I'll shoot it just at the one that's closest, I guess, the leader, the one that's in
Killer.
the middle coming at us.
Yep, you strike it
Nice.
unerringly.
Oh,
10
cool.
piercing damage.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that big
okay.
10. Killer.
Nice.
Sarek, how about you?
I am going to. So just for the record, because I see it on my screen, but I'm assuming that's not accurate. The swirly purple goop is not actually swirly purple.
Oh no. So this is like off to the side so I can copy
okay.
it. So I'm gonna put this in the GM layer. What?
Then I will try.
Britt, roll for your necrotic damage. It's 1d6.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Cool.
Nice.
And then
All right,
does that also
they
do
get
the +1 attack disadvantage? Is that
Yeah,
to
so
the-
this creature has disadvantage on one attack.
cool? Thank you.
Okay,
Nice.
so we are going to. I get all my crits and stuff because of my gloves and everything because we are
Yep.
fantastic.
These
All right.
creatures have not acted yet.
Yeah, then
You
I'm
have
not
advantage?
I'm not gonna try for the one based on you did 10 damage, Britt, to that guy. Is that what you did?
15.
Yeah, 15 with
And he's-
the extra.
He's at half life, so I'm gonna attempt to just kill a different one then, and hope I
Yeah.
do my thing. All right, yeah, I'm gonna target the one directly closest to bronze.
Cool.
But the one that's not. Yeah, that one. Thank you. Let's do this thing. Get out.
Woo, 12. Ooh.
24.
And wait, you have advantage. Yeah, 24 definitely hits. Yep.
Okay. So twice for the longbow, yes?
No. They're not surprised, so you don't get the auto crit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. But you had advantage and you get your sneak attack. So you do 15 damage plus 16, which is 31.
Plus my plus fire?
Plus 2d6
Nice.
fire damage.
Yay! Got him.
Guy's dead.
Oh!
Guy's dead.
Yeah,
Send him to the
Damn,
boneyard.
Jesse.
It's
Wow,
that thing from
sorry.
anime where your arrow goes straight through it and
Yeah.
then it explodes along like
I mean-
its flank.
Hold on. So I feel like in the game that is the Sunfall Cycle, there is sort of like a critical hit animation, and you got the critical hit because there's like this like Dragon Ball Z welling animation at your feet of like power, and then like you strike a pose as you shoot the your shot.
I always imagine it's like Fire Emblem where it does the bar and it just shows my eyes of like, and then like, and then the animation plays out because I crit. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
And that thing is vaporized. It came to party and it partied too hard. It's gone.
Ribbonized.
The end. Goodbye.
Ooh.
Kairos, are you simply readying to receive an attack?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I imagine the one that Sark shot gets turned into like weird unagi, just like seared.
It's just like sushi that rains down from that guy.
Delicious.
Aya, what do you do?
Okay. So one thing I'm realizing is that a majority of my abilities are cast on an area. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast and Hex
Cool.
and hope for the best. Okay, so I'm gonna hex the one in front that's already damaged.
Cool. Hexed.
Okay, and I'll give it disadvantage on. Is there anything we prefer at dexterity skill checks? I guess it's not on saving throws; it's just on skill checks.
Yeah, I'm fine. Fine with whatever.
All right. So we'll do dexterity skill checks, and then. Okay, so now I'll be dealing an extra d6 damage to it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so. Wait.
Whoa! Unfortunately, you don't have advantage,
I
but
don't.
still very good. You still hit.
The second one.
Not with the
hits.
second one, though. It bounces off of the silvered lightning surface. So you do 8 force damage.
Oh God!
8.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
and then you also do 1d6 necrotic. So
Okay.
that's -3. And then you've got extra necrotic damage from the energy flowing through you. An extra 1d6. So roll again.
Wow.
I'm just gonna roll hex again, if that's okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Same difference.
All right. It's not quite dead. It slides up towards you.
So close, but it got repelled back from Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, it totally did. All right, so it gets
Ideally,
repelled
I
back.
would have hit it with both, because then it wouldn't have been within melee range.
And then it does slice towards you.
Yeah. They are speedy boys.
Yeah, and it yeah, so this one's gonna try to bite you, Aya.
It's a fish.
Yes.
They still gotta eat. Fish gotta eat.
Aya,
Oh, that's
protect
gonna-
your neck.
That's good.
It hits
oh,
you.
God.
Deals you 12 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then it slides away over here.
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Never mind. No, that's overkill. I'm not wasting a spell slot on that. I just take it on the neck.
You
and
do
I'm
get
like,
an attack of opportunity when
"Ow!"
it moves away.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, nope, not quite.
I'm not the greatest with melee.
All right, this one
attacks.
slides up.
Imagine being a celestial lightning fish and not having like flyby attack
Right?
in 2020.
Embarrassing.
Imagine.
Wow. Embarrassing.
Imagine that.
All right, so first, this lightning fish over here on the right, like opens its jaws, and you can see like the glowing energy in its gullet, and then lightning erupts out.
It's got the
striking
eel
at-
jaws.
Striking. Yes, it's got the double jaw. Like a second jaw comes out and spits out lightning. Aya and Sarek, please make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh!
Wait, but I'm close to Kairos.
Yes.
No, you're not. You're not within 10 feet of me.
You're actually close to me.
Lie! Lie, damn you!
Look, I already had a mea culpa moment. Steven did not mention anything about the wisdom saving throw of Quintar, and I thought he did, but I fucked up. So I have to. It's
Okay.
for
that's
balance's
fair.
sake. I
For
separated.
balance sake. All right, so Sarek, you take 7, aka no lightning damage because you saved successfully. And Aya, you take 14 lightning damage.
14?
14, and then this other lightning fish comes up and tries to bite you.
Ah,
Holy shit!
Entropic Ward!
Shoot.
Entropic Ward!
hell.
Before I even saw the roll, I Entropic Warded it.
You know, I'll give it to you. All right. What? So that
Wow.
means what?
When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll. If the attack misses you, your next attack roll against the creature has advantage if you make it before the end of your next turn.
Killer, you have advantage against this creature. All right, cool.
Oh,
Kairos,
God.
this one comes up to you and it strikes at you.
No, it doesn't.
What?
Because I strike at it first.
Oh my!
Whoa!
Because of my reaction, it triggers, which means my attack action happens, which means I attack twice. Let's do it. First one.
You crit.
I'm gonna burn a smite on it because I can.
Okay. And you've got 2d20 lightning damage going out on this.
So that plus, let's just do the 2d20.
10, 12, 19. Wow!
I said I am burning a smite, so I have to burn.
Also, it's immune to lightning.
Oh, okay, well that's good. I'm glad it doesn't heal because it just. All
Yeah.
right,
Not
well,
heal
I'm
from
burning.
void.
I'm burning a smite, so I'm just gonna. So it's a. I doubt these things are undead, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm just getting 2d8 and another 2d8. What the? Okay.
Cool. -9 + 4 is 13, which is exactly how many hit points it had. It vaporizes. Then this one spits lightning at you and Ankara.
I like how we're in a perfect
G-dang.
V for that perfect lightning strike.
Yep.
Like,
So,
like we planned.
Dexterity test, right?
Damn it.
yes. Yep.
Should have
DC
moved.
12 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, let me roll my.
We do this
Kairos,
so
you take-
consistently. We're like, let's stand in a perfect
mean,
V.
8 lightning
Yeah,
damage.
it's not.
It's our party formation.
We're not.
Like,
Yeah,
Chrono
I
Trigger
mean,
cross
I wouldn't call us
slash,
like
it would just hit all of us.
professional.
Fine. The next time
D&D
we're gonna make a plus sign. We're gonna make a box. I don't know.
That's
We're
even
gonna-
worse.
We're gonna do a
That's
diamond.
worse. That's
You're all
literally
going to
worse.
stand in a line next
I think
time.
next time the idea is that we just scatter. I think that's what we're supposed to do. Because Steven was
we-
like, "Do you want to stand in a line?" And we were like, "Yes, we
Yeah.
do." And Steven was like, "Okay." Lightning
Kara-
hits you.
Whatever.
And
Whatever we do.
Kairos, both of you take 8 lightning damage.
Yeah, I took it.
Fine.
And then Kairos, this lightning fish, comes up to you and bites at you, missing you entirely. Now we're back around to you and Kara. What do you do? This one over here is very near to death. Very clearly, severely wounded.
Yeah, I should probably just shoot at that one and get rid of it.
Yeah, just arrow it. Might as well.
It's carving its way around the sky to return back towards Aya, but then your arrow intersects with its arc and it dissolves,
Good work.
dying immediately.
Good
Oh,
work.
I transfer my hex to this boy.
Cool. So he is hexed and he's got weakness to dexterity saving throws. And Kara, you nuke that one out of the air. Sarek, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the old hex boy.
Cool.
Get out!
18 hits
You can't stop my boy. There we go. And then
for 11,
snack.
16 plus 11 is 22, 28. Nice. Cool.
Excellent.
Kairos, your turn.
Kind of want to go hit the one that's hexed. What do y'all think about that?
Sure.
I'm
can
gonna
you-
eat. I'm gonna
asking
eat an
like
attack of
that?
opportunity. I'm gonna eat an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well, Aya could kill it in her next turn, though. 'cause
Yeah,
she's
Aya
right
goes
after you.
next.
Aya
Immediately
has that's true, but Aya has disadvantage to shoot the thing
Oh, yeah.
because it's right in front of you. So do you have a way to
Yeah.
do you have a way to do damage to it?
Well, actually,
Bronze?
isn't that the one that meleeed me? So I would have
Yes.
advantage on my next attack, which cancels
Yep.
out the disadvantage, which
Yep. So
means
you just
that
have vantage.
I'll
Yeah.
just have vantage.
Okay. I got you now. Never mind. Okay, I forgot. That's what I was thinking of, but I forgot that's the entropic warded one. So
That's
good
fine,
thing
yeah,
I
you're good.
discussed it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to stay where I am and I'm going to attack this shrieking eel. First attack.
Get it.
Oh no! Yeah, it
Oh, no.
slides away,
That's a
leaving
bad roll.
only
What a
crackling lightning. in
slippery
its
boy.
wake.
Ooh,
Slippery boy.
slippery boy.
Yeah,
There
that
we
time you
go.
catch it straight in the jaw.
Yeah, and I'm
I
burning
like
a
the
level
idea they
2
all talk
smite
like
on
that,
it.
Jesse.
What do you mean? We just fancy.
Oh, I'm a slippery
then
boy.
I'm also
Just
rolling
a slippery
2d8.
eel boy. You coming over here to get
3d8.
me?
20 points of damage to it.
Minus
Oh,
an additional
Kairos,
10.
you trying
Very
to
nice.
get me with your
It's
spear?
not quite dead, but it is definitely wounded.
Oh, you wound me, Kairos.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so wounded.
Aya, the lightning fish in front of you says, I believe it is
Ooh, I
your time.
hate it.
Your time
Ooh.
to react.
Stop wounding me.
I do
Y'all-
declare.
Why?
I'm
The
getting
This
Mr.
donut
Kairos, you do
hole
give me the
Has
vapors.
another hole in the donut.
Oh man, the donut monologue is so good.
Oh, I just watched that again like 2 days ago. It's so
you guys are
good.
making my mouth hurt from like,
But that donut hole is actually another smaller donut
hole.
with a hole in it.
God damn it, y'all.
That's a great ass movie.
I think I'm gonna spend my last spell slot, and I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch,
Cool.
and I'm going to touch this eel's face.
What?
Amazing.
Like
Oh
this.
my, are you caressing my forehead?
Yeah, yeah, just like that.
Why, Miss Aya, I do declare.
So I think because this is touch, I still have advantage, right?
Yes. You have advantage, not just advantage.
Good thing,
Nice.
because I need it.
Nice. Miss I, you have given me the vipers.
Oh my god.
The
Okay.
vampires.
You do 14 necrotic damage plus
Well,
15 necrotic damage.
The one.
Yeah. Plus an
Very
additional 1d6 from
Mhm.
the
Hex.
hex. Plus an additional 2. 17. It dies.
And I
Nice.
heal for 7?
So you dealt 14, 15. Yeah. You heal for 7. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Cool.
And I
And Kara?
transfer my hex to this one right here.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll shoot the one that Aya just hexed.
All right. 14, unfortunately, is
No.
not sufficient. Your arrow glances
Damn it.
off of its silvered armor. It looks like quicksilver through the air. It's like quicksilver taking the shape of an eelfish. Sarek, wait. Oh, I just killed the eel, and now we're back around. Wait.
Oh, you kill me, Steven.
Add a
Oh,
turn.
yeah. I was like, wait, that seems
6.
weird that we haven't been attacked, but I'll take my turn.
What's your
6.
turn? Oh my.
That's where does this go? These guys go here. Add turn 6. There we go. It's because I deleted the one I had used to mark the place in the thing. Okay, awesome. Yeah, eelfish. This one, let's see. We're gonna roll 2d6 and see if anybody recovers their lightning breath. Neither of them do. So Aya, this one rushes forwards and bites at thee, hitting you,
To mitigate it.
Ooh.
dealing 13 lightning damage.
Happy I healed.
I just came
This
for a
one-
nibble.
Darts around over to Ankara and bites at her.
Go away.
Comes shrieking out of the sky, snapping at you and dealing you 13 lightning damage. And now it's Sarek's turn.
Well, I am going to. Let's see. Here.
Oh wait, shit, Kairos and Sarek, both of you make dexterity saving throws.
What?
Lightning is exploding out of this fish.
Save this. Well, shit.
Easy.
Sarek, you take 5 lightning damage. Kairos, you also take
Ow.
5. Now, Sarek, it's your turn.
Okay, longbow to the. I'm gonna get the one that's off of Ankara because I feel like.
Okay.
Actually, no.
No,
I'm gonna get the.
get the
I'm
one
gonna
off
get
me.
the one that's off
Get the one
of
off me.
Kairos.
Because then I can move in and I can give everybody the extra saving throw shit.
Fine, I'll do it. Show.
Shoot it.
That do it?
15, eh? Unfortunately,
You did it.
Ooh.
unfortunately, your arrow skims along its armored back and flies off into the golden heavens.
Are you trying to shoot me
Kairos.
with an arrow?
Armored
Oh, I do
back?
declare that's not gonna be very effective.
It wasn't very sharp
Right.
what you shot at me.
All right. Attack action.
What are
Attacking
you,
the one right in front of
Cupid?
me. That should hit, right?
Yep, 18 hits.
Does that kill it, or do I have to do my other
13,
attack to it?
that kills him.
Oh yeah, cool. Then I'm going
See,
to
You
move.
don't even need me.
I'm going to move within 10 feet or next to Aya and
Yeah.
attack the one there with the rest of my attack action.
Cool.
Unsuccessfully.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep. All right, Aya, your
Okay.
turn.
I am going to use the Shard of Fury I bought for Quintara,
Okay.
and I'm going to melee the fish. And you guys can hear me, right? Someone in chat said I'm.
You're a
not
little
audible.
quieter than usual, but I can still hear you.
I'll just talk like this.
I'll talk like
That works.
this. Hello.
I'll talk like
Hello.
this.
Excellent.
Hello, everyone.
No, don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan of ASMR Bronze. Bronze SMR is live right now.
BSMR.
What if I just insulted you? Jesse Cox. More like.
Oh, wow. You barely even, it
Wow.
pops
I
in
think
and
you're-
out.
That comes
Yo.
in and out.
You only hear your
Yeah,
sibilants.
we
Did you guys
couldn't
hear
hear
that
your
robot
insult.
sound?
We couldn't hear it.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I heard Jesse
Okay.
Cox, and I think I heard is my
Amazing.
one true love. I think it's what I heard. I think that's what I heard there. And then you said,
Yeah, it was accurate.
you said, I do declare, and then you.
I do declare.
And then
It
you
sounded like it
fanned
was
yourself.
clipping and it was like trying to keep it from clipping. So it was like
Yeah.
randomly cutting out.
Yeah.
We should do an ASMR episode of this show though.
I actually
Good.
can't stand ASMR.
I don't
I
like
don't
it
know.
either. I just think
It
keep
makes
trying-
me-
try and whisper.
think
Yeah,
this entire would be show.
great if we could do it on this show.
It makes me grit my teeth. I don't
Right?
know why. No.
Oh,
Mm.
Bronze, I do declare if we could.
Okay,
just
that's
go
better though. That's hot.
well
I'm
now.
into that.
Oh, that's super hot. Well, is a shame. I'm not interested in you in that way. For you see, the only thing I love is sweet Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's my one true love. It's like the sea. I'd ride that shit all day. I don't know what that means.
Like the sea?
I don't know where I went with that. I don't know.
Your
Like the
declarations of riding the sea do not fill me with confidence in your knowledge of your subject matter.
I have no knowledge of that subject matter, sir.
You're
do
not
not
even
know.
close to the sea,
You
right?
need to
Wait.
spend some time riding the sea.
It's about the intrinsic romanticism of
What are we, just the Venture Brothers cast now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah? It's basically what this has become. The Venture Brothers. Like, we got the pirate, we got the Southern
eroticism
lawyer.
of the
The
times.
Venture Cycle.
Yeah. All right, so
I will destroy the sea.
Ventronic.
Whose turn is it? Aya, it's yours.
No.
Yes, I used my Shard of Fury.
Yes.
And
Crushed
I'm
it.
going to grope the fish next to me twice.
Whoa.
Grope.
The vampiric grope. You hit it twice.
Okay, so. Oh my God!
That's
What are my
12
rolls
damage.
right now?
Which means you recover 6 hit points. And
What?
that's 14.
What are my rolls right now? I've rolled 1 and a 2 on a d6 like 4 times in a row. It's so bad.
It's real bad.
Okay, so all together, so I recover 6 hit points from the first one,
Yes, and then 7 from the second. 13 total.
7 from the second. Okay, so I'm at 27, and then the hex goes off twice.
Oh yeah.
What
For
are
5 damage. Oh no.
It's fine.
still alive.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I love that. Love that. Love how great my rolls are today.
So for the one in front of you, Aya, here's the recovery of the breath weapon. Nope. For the one next to Ankara, here's the recovery of the breath weapon. No. All right, Aya, this thing slides around here and then it bites at you.
No, I use my
Jump,
reaction to impose disadvantage on its attack using my protective fighting
jump.
style.
That you hate.
It gets a 12.
It would have
That
missed
misses.
anyways, but feels good.
And then Ankara,
Shit.
the one next to you, bites at you as well, getting a 16, which does hit, if I'm not mistaken.
Can't save everyone.
Hitting you for 4 lightning damage. But it's your turn.
Oh my god.
Hit
it's
it
right in front of
back.
me. Yeah, I'm gonna snake it.
Snake
Move.
that fish.
Move.
You should move gently out of a line with Sarek so it doesn't kill us
That's a
in the
good
line
idea.
again.
I'll just step slightly this way.
Part of our
Okay.
tactical positioning is that we think of it as more as abstract when we're playing.
Oh,
so
man.
sometimes we don't move and we get punished for it.
Unfortunately, the snakiness of the staff is a little too floppy for hitting that fish, and it slides out of your grasp. Sarek,
Whew.
what do
All
you do?
right, let's put these bad boys down. I'm gonna hit the one behind us. I'm gonna move like skadoosh there, away from
Nice.
everyone,
Good skadoosh.
and then I'm gonna skaboop that guy in the back.
Oh,
Pachow!
you should have sneak attack on either of them because of people.
Indeed. Which one are you attacking? The one next to Aya? The one next
Yeah,
to
the one next to
Yeah.
Ankara.
Okay, you hit.
Excellent. Then I will skadoop, and then I will shapoopy. Nice.
Whoa,
Minus
that
13,
is-
minus 20.
Ooh, good night, sweet
That
That
prince.
is a shapoopy.
It explodes with a shkabloop.
Nice.
All right, Kairos. Aya stands between you and this one lone remaining lightning fish. What deuced you?
What seduced me?
What deuced you?
Well, isn't
Oh.
it obvious? Please.
What you
I
doing?
step forward, getting ready to banish this thing to the Shadow Realm with my spear. Normal attack. Okay, natural
Wow.
1. Normal attack. Not enough. Okay,
No.
never mind. All right, Aya, it's up
Aya.
to you.
Kairos has failed.
More
to
like-
I
maneuver
hurry,
you.
kill it.
Okay.
Okay.
In banishment.
My rules.
I'm gonna backhand it
my
and hope
rolls.
for the best.
You're just gonna slap
bread.
it like
My bread rolls.
Oof.
Your bread
Nope.
rolls are also bad.
I like the idea that you're like,
Unfortunately-
there's no time for me to open hand slap you first. I'm just backhanding you. Get
snap out of it.
We have
No, I'll never.
Yes.
out of our realm.
All right, chat. Here's
All right.
what happens. This
Our bread
lightning
rolls have
fish
betrayed us.
swims around bronze over here.
Why would you do this, Eric?
Attack of
Eric,
opportunity.
no!
Attack of
It's not
opportunity.
within
yeah.
your threat range.
Yes,
It's
it
not.
What do you wait? It has to. It by definition has to.
No, it doesn't. Oh, it
This
has
is-
it
oh,
leaves
for
your
To get
Kairos.
there means
Yes.
you have to leave my threat
Yes.
range.
Yeah. In order to get there, it has to leave
Yeah.
Eric's.
All right,
threat.
this is it. This is it. You got
Hit
this.
it.
To have
You
it,
got
I would have had
this.
inspiration.
You can do it.
Nope.
No, you
All right. Everyone gets plus one to
Roll
the six.
dexterity saving throws.
Oh my god.
Well.
Oh boy.
Everyone gets a
Paris takes
plus one to
11
this. Or
damage.
plus two to this, though. Everyone gets plus two.
Bronze takes 5 damage, and Kara, sorry, you're excluded.
Oh, I'm excluded. Okay, great.
Yes, it's
Sorry, I
only
got caught
those
up in the
three.
excitement. I was looking at other stuff.
Kairos takes 11, Bronze takes 5, and Sarek
okay.
takes none. And Kara, will you slay this
My
last?
God. I
lightning
mean,
fish
listen, I'm gonna try and shoot it. Okay.
with 1 hit
With
point
my
left.
arrow, I don't. God, I wish I could just walk up to it and like choke it.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
Choke it.
Oh, this thing is gonna solo all of us.
This thing, this fucking 1 hit point. I know. I'm
Fucking-
like, this
there's
shouldn't
a 1
even be-
HP. Wait, is this thing hexed?
It is
Yes.
hexed,
Does it
but
take
only
damage?
takes damage when Aya
Hits it.
Aya damages it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
when
my
Aya
God.
damages it. Okay,
Yep.
God. This thing just fucking Dark Souls rolling around us.
You know what I keep imagining in my head? You guys remember the Robin Hood cartoon movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
They do the arrow contest, and the snake character like gets on that balloon. He's like,
Yes.
and he's like flying around
With
above
his
everyone.
tail?
That's all I can
Like-
imagine. Yeah, his little tail is like his
Yeah.
propeller, so he's like. That's all I keep imagining.
I just realized I
Not
need
that
to
anyone needs
rewatch
to
that
know
movie because I don't remember that well.
It's great. It's a
All
good.
right.
That's the one with the animals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one
Yeah.
that got everybody
Robin
into
Hood, Little
furry.
John run through the forest.
Yeah.
With like the lion and the crown, and he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
And he's like,
Jesse.
oh,
Jesse, that's what you would
he like
be in
sucks
that.
his thumb and he gets sad. Moo.
Everybody moved right over what Steven said. Just yep,
What
that's
did you
exactly
say?
right.
What?
That's what got everybody into furries.
And everybody was like,
Oh,
"Yep,"
I
and just
didn't
kept
hear that.
going.
What? No.
Maybe.
No, he's right.
I
Look.
don't know.
Look,
It was,
Robin
from
Hood
the,
in
it was
that
released in
movie.
the 70s.
he had a certain
It's an early movie.
rakish charm.
I had to put this thing down. Let's not talk about it anymore. It's dead. It's dead now.
Ribbons.
Sorry,
dead
I-
now.
I didn't mean to.
It's dead now. Look, it's gone.
Kill it.
What
How'd
is-
you do that?
You did blow this thing up with a lightning arrow.
Turn to ribbons.
Well, a normal cold arrow.
Yeah, Sarek is just over the conversation about movies.
No, I'm sorry.
It's like, stop it! We're fighting here. Nobody
Behave
cares about your
yourselves.
weird furry films. Like,
All right.
Weird furry films.
That's
Like a
right.
Disney classic.
Yes, that classic Disney film
Because
about furries.
Obscure Disney favorites.
Yes.
You look around at
I'm
the
a
open
paladin of the House
skies
of
around
Mouse.
you.
Sorry. All right, that's the next character concept.
In the distance, you can see like a couple of other clouds forming and evaporating. One of them has a face and opens its mouth, and a long tongue of fire emerges, but then snakes back around and buries itself back inside of the cloud bank it came out from. These are all far away. This is just background scenery. This sky whale floats along serenely below you, golden and shimmering, and you can see now that you're up close that like its back is all covered in like golden feathers with fine silver hairs spread amongst them. What do you do? At that same time, you can feel, so each of you have this astral thread coming out of your collarbone, out of your breastbone, and you like feel a small amount of tension, zing, sort of like zing, at this thread emerging from your collarbone.
So I want to make an Arcana test.
Okay.
And this is something that, thanks for bringing up the tether things, because we know that Quintara isn't from here,
Yes.
right? Okay, good. I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
And then-
Quintara
and the
is from your home plane.
And Quintara went to a black hole.
Yes.
So I guess maybe there's a point where we're all looking around at the tethers and being like, does anyone think it's weird that Quintara doesn't have a tether? and I was make an Arcana test because I don't know what that
I
mean,
mean, now that you say
Yeah.
that.
right? But like,
Seems
Go
good.
ahead. Yeah. Okay.
What do-
So
what could that mean?
you're right. Right.
Vaguely.
Like Quintara had a tether, and then she like got sucked into that black hole after you killed her,
So-
and her tether is gone. Generally speaking, like
But like
the
a
thing-
contingency,
the thing that you know is that
like her Earth
people
shit.
have this astral tether when they're in a plane that's not their own, when they've traveled there through some sort of persistent gate, and like the absence of the thread is usually like certain magics can cut the thread and immediately kill the person, and when a person dies in a foreign plane, then the thread goes away and their soul is lost, and like deserted by their home plane, their soul is cursed to wander their destination plane for eternity.
Right.
But these are like the stories that the Legion used to tell around the campfire about like extraplanar warfare and like battles that were fought in Pandemonium and things like that, right?
Okay.
That's all.
But-
That's all you know.
Okay. Well, the part that I don't get as Cairo scratches his chin. Typically, when someone summons a creature, not through a gate, they usually just poof and disappear. Not many things create gestures to black hole. Yeah. Mighty strange.
Let's ask the whale. I mean, interdimensional travel isn't my specialty, if I'm going to be honest with you guys.
So glad we decided to follow you in here then.
Well, I still know more than you, Sarek.
You would definitely know more about this than anybody, right?
Well, I didn't take Dimension Door for a reason, right? So I don't know as much as I could know.
You don't like to transport yourself. You only like to import tentacles and shit from the far realm.
Yeah, which
Yes.
is different.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just like to pull things from other
Right.
realms.
Yes.
You're not into
Which is- yeah.
reciprocity.
Yeah.
All
Which
right,
is why
go-
sometimes those things hurt you guys too, because I wish I had some type of control over this chaos. But let me tell you, what is going on up here?
You hear very faintly in the back of your mind, you hear a
Same mood.
Okay then. So are we gonna talk to the whale, or is this?
I think
Yeah.
you just are like wandering away after that. And you're like, same mood. Like, not at us anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let's go
you-
talk to the whale.
You're going up to the whale. Are you like approaching its face area? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go right up next to its eyeball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It has remember, it has many eyes.
It does.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a whole
Whichever
face of eyes. Creepy.
There is
eyes.
like one large eye, and then there's like a
Definitely.
cluster of smaller eyes around it that sort of like break off in a crescent moon shape, and they're all blinking at like different times. Yeah, and you hear it emanate, like you feel the vibrations of the sound that it's
Hey,
making before you hear any sound.
What's up?
Your skin just like buzzes and crawls all over, and then you hear this.
Looking good. Those fish guys were dicks.
Harshen my vibes.
Where's my girlfriend?
Oh, hey,
Anyways.
babe. I didn't
This is
see
hilarious
you
because
there.
I could like copy paste you the preparation notes I wrote for myself for the personality of this whale. What do you say when you get there?
How does his back look now? Because you
Um,
said there was like a dark, like puncture thing going through it.
yeah, so
like that
there
all
was- there
healed.
was some sort of like magical ritual that was like drilling into the back of this creature. And now that the ritual is over, has been ended, his back looks completely unmarred.
Mhm.
It's flawless. a flawless back.
Oh, does this whale work out?
I use zit cream.
Ew.
No puberty for me. I'm a whale.
I've been following the Krill 90X program.
You should see
God.
my shoulder muscles. Look at those blades.
Don't look at my legs. I skip leg day.
He has a little, huge, little tiny end. Like,
He's got like 2 human legs just sort of dangling off the back.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll ask him. I'll say, you feeling better there, buddy? Pal?
Are you making mental contact with him?
Yeah, through my telepathic contact.
Cool. All right. So this is the part where I copy paste the preparation notes that I
Okay.
made for the personality of this Will
Okay.
into Twitch chat.
Are we allowed to read that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
He says, "Oh, hey. I'm feeling pretty good. How are you guys feeling?"
Not so great, buddy. Kind of banged up from the last, from rescuing you.
For those of you on YouTube, my pre-written prep is this whale is unimaginably chill, concerned with food, aka coral trill, and grateful.
we nailed it. I think we all. That's because you're such a good TM that you
I
like
was just
really
broadcasting
described.
the
Yeah,
energy
yeah,
of
yeah.
this whale.
Yeah, we knew based on the description that this whale was just.
He opens his mouth. Are any of you standing in front of him? Are you standing in front of him, Bronze?
No, I was like inspecting
By
his
the eyeballs.
back.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. So you're like, are you like?
I'm like very casually strolling on his feathery, weird back, like touching it and being like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
this is weird."
Awesome. Like
Feathery whale.
small little golden fish like pop out of his feathers and like scatter into the sky, and then as you walk past, they like scatter back down, nestle back down among the feathers, and start like nibbling around.
That's the most Monster Hunter shit I've ever seen. I love it.
That's
Yeah.
so cute. He's
That's
his
pretty good.
entire own ecosystem.
He says, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear you're all banged up. Let me take care of that for you." And then you
Really?
gain the benefit of a long rest.
He can just do
Whoa.
that?
Oh,
Yeah, you just like
Oh.
feel like the weight lift off your
Whale
shoulders
King.
and like
Yo.
just like
What?
a sense of relaxation suffuse your body. You take a deep breath and you're just
What?
completely refreshed.
You
Amazing.
guys
Holy
want
hell.
anything to smoke? I hear it gives you benefits.
Would you like a snack?
Yeah. Maybe tell some
Yo.
background stories about yourselves to me.
This whale is pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Steven, do I know anything about this whale? This sky whale?
I think it's probably
Different.
it's far outside the realm of what like
Yeah.
people generally know. But if you roll quite high on an Arcana check, I'll tell
I'll
you some
try.
information.
I just like learning about this whale.
I like learning about you too.
Oh no! All right, never mind.
Yeah, like this is outside of the realm of anything you've ever learned or read about in your life so far.
Can I just ask him then, like, where did you come from?
Yeah, he says, "What do you mean? Where did you come from? Where are your fins? You're such strange creatures."
I'm not a whale. I'm a person. Well, I'm not a person. I guess I'm like a druid.
You should turn into a penguin. I bet he would love that.
Can I turn into a floating whale, Steven?
You
To,
have
like,
seen
a mini
him
version
now.
of him? Can
So
I turn into just like a small version?
I don't think you can.
You're gonna
so,
blow
like,
his
what's
mind.
the what's
Well,
the
just like a
CR
little
cap?
whale.
What's the CR cap on what you can turn into?
I think it's 2 now.
Wow.
Probably
I can
not
double
space whale.
check.
I feel like the closest thing you could turn into is like a manta ray.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
seen
have
been
one.
a penguin before.
She has been a penguin. But like you've probably spent enough time in and on and around oceans. You've visited the great aquarium of
Yeah, I
Ur.
know what sea animals look like.
Yeah. And so you could like turn into a manta ray by now.
Okay, I'll turn into a manta ray.
Yeah.
Just
He says,
because I know he can like
"Oh,
heal me again before we leave.
You were in disguise. Tell your friends to join you. We may sail through the beautiful air and catch the coral trill.
I know
Together."
that what he's saying is wrong, but I can't talk anymore now that I'm a manta ray. So I'm just like doing flips and like smiling and like floating up past his eyes, like woo, like that little smiley face that manta rays have.
He's like, yes, yes. And then you feel the ground beneath you start to tilt.
Definitely a vibe.
As he very slowly just starts doing a barrel
No,
roll in
no,
there.
no! Stop! Stop it!
He stops upside down and he says, wait,
I'm like clinging to
What?
the back of his back feathers.
what's wrong?
You can fly.
Flip back over.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
meanwhile,
am not a fish, and I cannot float.
Wait, can
meanwhile
we all
Zerg and
float?
Kaios are like
We
in
can
the background just like floating. Like, no, you definitely can float. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wait,
But
You're
I
making
was
this far more
having fun
difficult.
up there. No.
oh.
He says, I'm sorry. I will turn back upright. It's just that when I saw my friend doing all of those flips and things, it looked so fun.
It
that
is
I
fun.
had
You should
to
definitely
join."
do it. Do flips.
give-
We'd love to see them.
No, we don't have
I give-
time for flips.
Do the flips.
What's your name?
When you say that, when you say we don't have time for flips, cut to Kairos looking at Sarek, giving you some eyes. Sarek, do you see me? We're pretty close by, and I kind of look at you.
You giving each other a look?
I'm giving you a look.
Is that, I'm not comfortable with this. What does this look? What are you giving me looks for?
I don't know. I'm just giving you a look.
Well, they're doing that. I'm hiding behind the whale because I realize I'm upset.
You're giving me flip looks? Do you want
I'm
to
giving
flip
you
me?
I'm giving you a look that it would actually be pretty fun to dance in zero gravity.
Oh my god.
Are you reading my mind?
Oh my
Like,
god.
are you? Do you get that off my look or no?
I don't know that that's what I got, but by God, that's what we're doing. We're doing that, you goofy goober. We're doing it. Yes.
So, I
gonna
assume
be
you're
like
not
that
doing
scene
flips, and meanwhile,
the
Sarek
greatest
and I
movie.
are like romantically somersaulting.
Yes. Beautifully somersaulting. The like.
Wait, which one of you is Wally and which one? No, Kairos is Eva.
It's true.
It's true.
True.
Eva.
What? Get out
Yeah,
of here.
Sarek is Wally. Trash.
I
bot.
am a graceful half elf.
No, you're
I am no
Wally.
Wall-E.
You're Wally.
Fine. Well, I guess I should be the main character after all.
We're describing the content of our character.
Alpha.
We're describing what's on the inside, not the outside.
Right, right. One of us was
Fantastic.
created by
Since
lazy...
they've decided to do that, I have gathered a bunch of those tiny little goldfish from the back of the whale's back, and we are doing like a synchronized choreography.
Yeah, synchronized
like
swimming.
heart-shaped swimming behind Kairos.
Amazing. The whale responds to you and says, I am called Empyrean Magistrate 47 Fluke Mixolydian.
What?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, Fluke. Here's the thing.
Wait, fluke, or
My
flute?
favorite character name that's ever existed.
Oh, there it is. Fluke.
What is
Empyrean
Fluke?
Magistrate
Fluke
47
Mixolydian.
Fluke Mixolydian.
Yeah.
Fluke for short, right? Yeah. No, that's fine. Oh well. Listen here, Fluke. So here's the dealio. Are you the magistrate? I'm taking it you have some authority here in this realm.
That's a middle name.
I do.
You do.
Like
Oh,
being named
okay.
A
Prince.
huge bell of sound emanates and tolls through the universe.
That's
of
really
course
cool.
they're all musical modes. Of course they are. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So it seems like that Quintara lady was using you for some type of ritual up top. Do you know if she was doing that on anybody else here in your realm? Are you the only person she was tapping for power? Do you know where she came from? How she got here? What type of apparatus she used to set all of this up? How long she's been here?
You are the only other interlopers that I know of in this realm.
Okay.
I don't know what apparatus she used, but it was dark necromantic magic. And he like rumbles deep in his chest, and like you can feel the air around you vibrate.
Oh, that upsets you.
I don't like it.
Oh, well, it's a good thing none of us uses necromantic magic.
That would be so upsetting.
That would be super extra bad. It's a good thing that none of us have ever studied it extensively or employed.
It's a good thing.
As a hobby
destructive
or
nature.
otherwise.
Glad we're friends.
Yeah. So I turned to everybody else. I think we did successfully disrupt Quintara's ritual up top. Outside of that, I don't think Big Boyo here knows too much more. He says we're the only other interlopers other than her to make our way here. And I don't think any other whales are being impaled and having their essence siphoned.
Impale whale.
Impale whale. I do have to wonder though,
You have no
does
concept.
this mean
of time.
that portal in the Colosseum is the one on the ground that Sarek saw? Does that mean
Now-
that is...
As you wonder that, and perhaps are you wondering out loud toward your,
Yeah.
to your companions?
Yeah.
As you wonder that, all of a sudden, all of you feel a tension rise in the astral thread connecting to your breastbones. And you feel a gentle pull, drawing you gently in the direction of the portal that you entered from.
Can I make a check to see if with Quintara dead, her magic is fading and the portal that we came in through
Go
is
ahead.
collapsing?
Oh, it was a
Roll
load-bearing
an
boss.
check.
Oh no.
So
You always have to check if they're load bearing before you kill them.
Absolutely.
I say this to everybody. Okay, so yeah, Dream is collapsing. We gotta go.
Oh, nice. It's like fucking Inception. Like the
Yeah,
world's turning upside down.
Hey there,
The
big
whale
dude.
goes blah.
That was
One
pretty good.
minute in here is 12 hours in. Wait, it's the other way around.
Can he come with us?
What?
Yeah.
No.
I think he's kind of important here. I asked him, and he said he is. He's a magistrate, by the,
The
way. His name is
47th
Flynn.
magistrate.
Very big shot. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh.
Okay, I hate him now. Let's go. Pack it up. Let's go. He's no
I
longer
quickly
cute.
go
Gets us.
over to him and hug him with my manta ray fins and
Yeah.
give him a pat.
Hmm.
And then
A
I
whole
turn back
bunch
into
of little
myself.
golden fish
Yeah.
press down on you and hug you to him.
Yeah. Eee. And then I turn back into myself and I ask really quickly, like, does it happen automatically where he just heals me back up to 2 wild shape? Or do I need to ask if
So
he's
you
my
you
wild
turn
shape
back
before I
in
leave?
yourself and you're like, can you just like, can you top
Yeah.
me
Me
up
off?
again? Feeling a little bit tired?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, of course. It would be tiring to present yourself as a creature which you are not."
It
And-
is.
You feel the glorious rush of
Thank you.
rejuvenation
Hey,
flow through your
real
Give him a bunch of kisses.
Can I
and
grab
fly
some of
away.
these? And then while I'm asking, I tug up some of his feathers. Just like a small handful. He's so big he won't even notice.
It's
As a
true.
souvenir, I'll probably never be able to come back here until I study more magic. And I'm going to be honest right now, I'm not a good reader. All right, goodbye. Thank you for the feathers.
Give me a strength check.
Oh.
You got this.
Yeah, you grab a handful of feathers and just
Sweet.
plunk.
think hopefully it doesn't hurt that bad. But I have tiny hands and he's a whale.
Turns out, like, it seems like you sort of like grabbed a double fistful of feather and just like pulled. And the ones that came off were probably already like ready to fall off or even loose.
Okay, cool.
And they just like came straight off, and he doesn't even notice. He says,
Yeah.
Oh, well. Thank you for not letting me die. That
Well, yeah,
would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
very
Okay, we gotta
disruptive.
go. We gotta go, and you talk really, really slowly, and we're gonna get stuck in here forever. Okay.
It was an honor.
Okay,
to
bye.
We're
It was
just doing
honor.
a fade
It was
away.
an
We're
honor.
all
Bye.
fading backwards and saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you, bye bye."
as you fly in the direction of the portal, you also feel pulled in the direction of the portal by the cords attached to your breastbones that suck you through the air, just tearing past all of these clouds. Tongues of fire lash out at you, and brilliant lightning fish strike across your vision as you are rocketing towards a tiny little pinprick that grows with rapidity to reveal the inside of an office room built out of dark oak with a desk directly in your flight path. All of you roll for dexterity saving throws.
Oof.
Nice. So Aya, Sarek, and Kairos go flying into the room and landing adroitly on the other side of the desk. And Ankara just sort of like face plants into the desk and knocks it over.
It was like boom.
Pens and ink and papers go exploding everywhere. And then from behind you, you hear this as the portal behind you just collapses in on itself, and the smoldering, cindering runes etched into the wall sort of like evaporate and curl up into like a flat paper rune that dissolves into ash.
Well, that was eventful. What exactly did we learn by that?
Well,
Well, we
I
stopped
look at
the
you-
ritual.
Yeah, I look at you kind of foolishly or quizzically.
Right? No, I'm talking about the after we stopped the ritual part. Like, awesome, we stopped something, but what was the something we stopped? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave the room and just go to the center, like, look out the top of the Coliseum.
Cool.
I want to see what's happening in the middle.
Yeah. So
yeah, sure. The
And I will
ritual we're trying to-
stealthily sneak.
Okay,
ritual
give
we're
me
trying to
a
stop.
give me a stealthily sneak roll.
I will. Stealth. I am
yeah.
invisible.
you don't
No
even
problem.
actually walk over there.
Sarek
piece-
just turns invisible and then walks. So across the way, there's a huge matriarch wyvern crouching and like sweeping her head back and forth as she looks for whoever stole the key from her. And in the center of the Colosseum, there's just a massive conflagration. Just like a burning pyre of magical flames that have just turned the entire center of the Colosseum into a smoking ruin.
Nice.
Is there
So
anyone
we win.
there?
I count that as a win.
I'm gonna count it as a win too. If it's
Give me
not
a
Kairos.
perception check,
Hold
Kairos.
on now.
Kairos.
No,
Give me a
you
perception
can't,
check,
because
Sarek.
I'm too busy
I'm just
fist bumping him.
observing as a fan of what you're describing as Sarek. I'm not actually there, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I meant to say Sarek. Give
Never
me a
mind.
perception check. Yeah. There are
19.
5 smoldering corpses burnt to cinders in and amongst the magical flames. And these are like blue and green and pink and sending sparkles into the sky, right? They're very obviously like flames that are burning an arcane fuel, not burning wood. But yeah, everything's on fire.
So can I conclude that we were successful? Before I go back and I'm like, we did it!
You can, at a glance, tell that there is no magical ritual happening here. Oh yeah, there was previously there was like this dome of scintillating pink purple force covering the field. That's completely gone.
All right. Yeah. No, I sort of meander back to the group and piece back from the shadows, and I'm like, okay, I guess we did it. They're all dead out there. It is a mess. I killed the wyvern while we were, don't worry about it. Don't go look. Let's get out of here. I think we're good.
Who did we just screw over? Who was this again? So there's obviously the people in the tower, and then there's the two factions, right? And one of them, they had disagreements, and this was one of them. Do we remember the name of that faction? This is the one that's loyal to the king that we just screwed over.
Okay, not Dusty.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're both interested in the exploring the necromancy of celestials. However, they had different reasons for doing it. We ruined the ones in the tower, and this was the other group. I don't remember their names because my notes are terrible.
My notes
are
are really
everywhere.
bad
I'm looking in the
too.
ones we have in here.
The ones that hate Iramon. Because we were in our sister group in the Palace of Our Successes, where they only met with frustration, like that one, right? The planar scope is irrelevant. Araman is a traitor and a fool. It would be delicious to inform our sister group in the Palace of Our Successes, like that. What is the name of this group that we just?
I don't think we have a name for them.
Oh, maybe that's why it's blank then. Okay, well.
Yeah, I don't think we
I'm
have a
trying to
name for them.
remember.
All right, never mind then. That's why I don't have it. So that's what we know. So we know that we completely screwed over that group. How much? And hey, when we return, do we know how big the sun is in the sky, vis-a-vis like how much time we have before everything comes turning?
Like how many clock ticks do you have left?
Effectively, yeah, based on the decrepity of the sun.
I have you
Based on the decrepity.
Degradation. Yeah.
I had you at 9 clicks, but I think you're at 8 because you had to fight the creature. So yeah,
Got it. Okay.
You've got 8 turns left.
Wait, we have 8 turns left, so we have like 1,000,000 years.
Yeah,
Almost a million.
Awesome. Well,
you can kick back and relax.
Well, we still have to sneak out of the Colosseum unless we want to fight that patrol, right? Or are they dead in the explosion? Or do we not know?
You don't know yet.
Okay. Well, Sark, did you see any signs of that patrol, or are we free to go?
I mean, they didn't see me, if that's what you're asking. But sure, follow me. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? We kill some people again. We got this.
should-
And I like punch him in the shoulder.
Wait,
You got
wait.
this, tough guy.
Wait, what's our next step?
Well, I believe and I flipped through the copious amount of notes that I took, according to the information we learned about the other us's, while there are 3 that are devious, evil villains, one of them we literally have an instruction guide on how to defeat. Convenient it's me. But whatever, let's go kick his ass.
I looked to the group, right? That's what we're doing, right? Like, fellow players, is that our goal? We're gonna
Yeah,
go kill
that's
Shadow
what we were
Sarek?
choosing between, right? We decided to go do this before we.
Yeah, and we got 8 turns. Like that's what we're gonna do, right?
Yeah,
To make sure we're all okay. Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
That makes sense.
Oh yes, not insulting at all. Super fun. Just great.
Good.
Just
Then we should
perfect.
get back
Unless-
to the Darkling
Well,
Mirror,
Well,
right?
we also have this perfect guide given to us by, Prima on exactly.
Yes,
what to
Lord
do.
Prima does have the best guides. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
So-
that. If you're shopping for guides, you're shopping from Lord Prima. Everyone knows. Everyone. Except his...
Leander guides.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prima Leander.
Yeah, so we know. We're gonna need some type of. So we have to stay spread apart, and then we're gonna want to throw something on him, like fairy fire or whatever, because he uses smoke bombs and he uses a lot of poison. So that was the 3 stuff we really learned, is that he tries to disappear and then come back and sneak attack. So we got to figure out a way to negate We need the World of Warcraft hunter trap or flare to pull him out of stealth, and then we need some type of poison resist. Because Leander Prima did tell us exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah, he's used to killing NPCs going around like the stealth game, going, "Huh, must have been the wind."
Does
Before
Roll
killing him.
20 have a dark mode?
No,
It's
Okay.
so bright.
it's so bright,
You guys seeing this?
Yes. Yes.
so bright.
So it hurts my eyes.
Yeah, awesome. Well, folks, why don't we take a 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we can go wherever you'd like to go.
Hello, everybody.
you.
Welcome back to the Sunfall Cycle. All right, let's continue with this story. Very excited.
So, last time in our store
Mm-hmm.
for the continuarans,
Yes. Go on.
we were
All these are words.
considering whether we wanted to destroy Sarek or Ursa.
And then the DM made the choice for us by giving us an actual strategy guide on how to beat my guy. So let's go do that so I can stop complaining and we can hopefully unlock the secret power that it will give me. And then I can finally be, like when you beat yourself, right? You get a superpower.
That's not
sounds
what happens
legit
when
to
I
me.
beat myself.
Well, maybe the superpower was in you the entire time, Eric.
Okay.
You think about that?
I'm just gonna have to keep
Maybe you
beating myself
forgot,
till I
yeah.
find my superpower.
Maybe after the first time, it just, it seemed pointless because you kept doing it over and over and over again. And it was kind of like, you're not going to get more superpowers. You got the one, and that was it.
Oh well, I don't know what it was.
You guys can't get multiple superpowers? I don't know.
I
Sounds
can't
bad,
even
man.
get one, so I don't know. Jesse says I already had one, and now I don't.
You had
So
some-
where are
bad
you
for beating
going?
myself
huh?
so much. I don't know.
Where do you head from here?
Great
We're going to the
question.
Darkling Mirror, right? We got to go
we-
to the Darkling Mirror.
Do we
in the
have
Coliseum.
the stuff to defeat me? Weren't we
Yeah.
talking about like traps and things like that? Do we need
Mm-hmm.
all that? Or are we just going to go in and be like, it'll be fine? Because last time we had to, like, one by one go down a pit.
Yeah, we do have to one by one go down a pit. If I recall correctly, we have to jump through the Darkling Mirror in the Coliseum back to the Patrician's house, and then we have to go to like the armory or something like that. And we like went through the forge or something, like the cold forge down below. Isn't that what we did? That sound right, y'all?
So there was the
Isn't that how we got into the underground?
that was where Henderstencha's lair was. You got
Sure.
to the location where what's his name? Asher Ursa. All right, let's call this character by his actual name. I just don't remember it right now. That doesn't mean he's less important than the others. It just means that I don't remember it at the moment.
I have a list just for all of us, just really quickly, if this is just determine if this is what we want to do. We still have 6 things of note left to do for our completionist score and achievement trophy.
Enter on
Melissa,
the good ending of the game.
yeah, Melissa, our skeleton girl, is still out there in need of our help. We have to defeat the alternative versions of us. We have the brother of our little crappy boy to find. We were going to go back to Henderstencha. At some point, we said we were going to go do that. We also said we wanted to map the underground, which we've yet to do. And we still have to go back to the tower where the Dust of the Earth viewing lens situation was.
Ostensibly, there's an underground passage into the King's Castle, which was, I think, part of the underground.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to map it, because we
Yeah.
heard that it was all connected, and we've yet to establish what connects to what.
Right. So maybe we just go, boy.
Okay,
we-
so Sund, the assassin. You found him from the depths of the patrician's house, where you fought the broken avatar of Dahaka, the huge long snake creature with arms and legs and weapons all along his sides. And after that, the ground split, and there was this crack, this crevasse that descended, and there were like blasts of hot steam that came erupting out of it, things like that.
Oh.
And then you crawled down in there and you found like a couple of other worshippers, and Sund murdered the shit out of them, and then murdered the shit out of Sarek. And
It's true, it happened.
You were down.
Okay.
I died.
Well, do we have ways to help ourselves see in the dark? Can Britt turn
I
into
can
a
see in the
bat?
dark.
I think. I mean,
Sorry,
yeah,
can-
I can see in the dark.
And Kara?
Both of us have dark vision.
I feel like a
Or-
bat has like echolocation, which is probably better than dark vision. If this
Let
thing
me
can
see.
go invisible.
Plus, we also have. I have a lamp, a literal lamp.
Do you like lamp though? Do you love lamp?
I mean, all right. It's all right.
I have a smite that reveals things that are invisible, but like a fairy fire effect or something like that would be pretty useful.
I
Yeah, we can use that. I
remember
have flaming spear.
using something.
Do you remember?
Do you remember when it was the dark, when we went through the dark area underneath the tongue thing?
Didn't someone have a
they
flame?
were the
That's
like
what
an
I just,
actual, like,
I have
hand
a
flame?
flaming spear.
Yeah.
I can just cast flaming spear and like should be fine.
Someone also had like the hurl
Or produce
flame.
I mean,
thing.
sorry, not flaming
Produce
spear.
flame, I think is what it's called. Yep.
Yeah, it's just my cantrip. It's a little flame.
It gives you a candle.
See. Flame sheds
right.
bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Cool. So then we should be good going in the dark and killing Sund,
Yeah, and if
That's
I
what we
need
wanna
to,
do.
I can also
which we are agreed.
I can
that's
use
what
an
we're gonna do.
action to hurl it at a creature in case we get just
Okay.
so it's a 10-minute long spell. Is 20 feet good for everyone?
Yeah, I think
Is that enough?
so.
Yeah, I
I
can see
mean-
in the dark anyways.
Okay, I'll just cast that then. That's easy.
So let's go through the mirror, go to the patrician's house,
Mhm.
go upstairs or go downstairs into the ritual room and crawl through this crevice, dodge the magma, drop into the river, don't drown, and then don't get ganked by Sund.
Easy.
No problem.
No worries.
okay.
Easy game.
All right. The four
We
of
have to-
you leave the office by the large open doors that are covered in this locking mechanism. Proceed back around the ring where you had fought the gelatinous snake that had snakes for eyes.
Time snake.
Yeah, the time snake.
The
Out
Diafic
to
ooze.
the outer ring and left around the outer ring until you reached the storeroom where the clay golem was, with the globes of acid hanging along the ceiling. You step through the darkling mirror and onto the bridge that connects this mirror to the mirror across. In the middle of the bridge is a burning portal that is filtering out a fine
I'll
sieve
get it.
of arcane flux.
Got it. Doing it right now.
My hand is already in it.
I'm already touching it. Don't worry.
Flux Rift.
What happened? Hey, fantastic result. Instant long rest. Unfortunately, you all are long rested already.
Then it's like 3d3 exclamation point. Yeah,
Yep.
all right.
You
8.
get 8 arcane flux. I'll go
Nice.
back over to our tracking table and
Cut to our
17
flux
plus
tracker
8
cam.
is 25. Cool. Awesome. You cross across this bridge, and like off in the dark distance of this gray realm, you can see other portals and other bridges that span between pairs of portals. You exit out the far darkling mirror into the cold, icy chamber behind the patrician's house. What will you do to cross the floor?
Can we? Is there something we can do to un-ice this chamber?
Dispel magic.
That would
I mean,
probably
I
work.
probably have to do an arcana. I don't feel like. I feel like that's probably fair. Some sort
you
of
know how to do
abjuration
that?
magic could probably stop it.
You can do that.
No, I'm just a scholar. I can't do this stuff.
Useless. Okay, turn into a
I
bear.
don't
Let's
do
jump on
magic.
your
I
back.
just study magic.
Well, I mean, it's like all the nerds about like playing video games
But
knowing all
if
the
she
stats
turns
of guns
into
and Escape
a
from Tarkov,
bear-
but doesn't know how to shoot one.
That's burning through one of Brit's transformations.
Okay, then take
before
off
we
one
even
of your
get
80
there.
robes and we'll walk across that.
What?
Wait.
You think I have 80 robes? You're the one that steals the clothes off of every
Hold
person
on.
we fight, like
Liberates,
some type of pervert.
liberates
Okay, whatever.
outfits. And
Every
I
single
don't-
time
I
we kill
change them.
someone, you're there stripping them down, unbuttoning
yes.
all their stuff.
But then I change, obviously, to look better.
So what, you just throw the older clothes behind?
Yes.
You just leave a trail of dead people clothes behind you
I have
everywhere
my
you
cape.
go?
I can take it off and lie it down.
No, no,
Oh,
this is... And Kara, this is about a point of order.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
Aya
Go ahead.
has too
Yeah.
much clothes.
I'm like up here as I'm like sweeping my cape out, and I'm like,
No.
put it back on.
No. I think I should go first.
I'm going to take one of the many boxes that Steven has described multiple times.
Did I do that?
Yeah, sitting across the side of the thing, sit in it, and then...
Wait, are you gonna like butt scoot your way across the floor?
No, I am going to use my Dark Shard amulet
Okay.
to create a mage hand behind me. Just actually no, I'm gonna press to digitate a harmless gust of wind. And I'm gonna
So Aya sits on
all
a
the way
box,
across. All the way across.
prestidigitates a harmless gust of wind that slowly, like it's like she's like sliding very slowly.
So this
And
harmless
puttering.
This harmless gust of wind that putters. How would you describe that sounds like, Steven? What would the puttering gust of wind coming from Aya sound like, do you think?
Every time it appears, there's a very clearly defined audible.
Not really a putt though.
It's true.
Yeah, you sure?
It's
Isn't
actually a little
something
more
like,
graceful. It's a little bit of a, and she sort of like slides for a little bit. and
all
then,
right,
like,
I guess
slows
I could
down,
see that. All right.
Slides for a little bit and then slows
I just,
down.
you know.
And I'm very defiant. I'm like, my arms are crossed as I'm doing this, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting backwards, glaring at Sarek the whole way.
Now, would you say that as it scoots across with the wind noise, it makes sort of like a little like noise, or is it like what does it sound like, you think, as the gust of wind scoots her across as she defiantly sits there looking back at me, like little toots? You think?
It sounds like the faint scraping of wood on ice.
All right, I was way off. Okay.
Aya, you get to the ladder on the other side.
Okay, send it back over.
There's other boxes. Send it back yourself.
Fine. I would like to use my dexterity to jump on a box, jump to another box, jump all the way on boxes across.
Okay. Aya, Marshmallow,
Oh God.
gets to the top of the ladder and then like snout nudges the trap door open,
Mm-hmm.
and then gets his little body up in there and then like a spring, like boink, like extends it so that the trap door just flaps
Boink.
open.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good job.
Thanks. Sarek, give me a acrobatics check, athletics check, acroletics check.
This is 100% acrobatics, right? I'm like twirling and
Yeah, sure. You're pirouetting,
yeah,
flourishing.
yeah.
Yeah, you flourish your way across the top of these boxes, and you grab onto the ladder and climb your way up.
And I give Aya a little sneer as I get to the top. Like, see, I can do that without farting.
I was cooler.
Shut up, you. You paid to be here by her.
Wait, you get paid? Kairos and Kara, what do the two of you do?
Yeah, we gotta work together. I don't have.
Yeah.
I can't do the cool stuff they can.
What do you think?
if you would cast, I mean, I don't want you to waste your spells on me. I was gonna say you probably cast heat metal on me. It would probably counteract and make you walk over.
Oh, we could
carry
try
you.
that. Let's try that. Why not? I have enough spells.
Just roast
Even-
inside your armor. There's
I
no
don't
way.
know.
It'll
It's
be
gonna like
fine.
melt to your skin. I'm a
But
little
I'm
worried.
walking
Can I
over in the
control
cold,
how
so it
much
would
I
feel
heat
really
the metal?
The rest of your body would be in pain, but your
Look
feet
at
what
would be
else
Steven's
fine.
can we
face right
do?
now. Look at Steven's
Hold
face
on.
right now
So-
and really think about if it's a good idea. Look at his.
It's
look
not
at
a
how
good
happy
idea.
he
I
looks.
know
Yeah.
it's not a good idea.
Anytime
I
he's
mean-
been that happy, it's been all bad. Okay.
You're going to what?
Look, see,
If you,
look how excited he is.
I'm just trying to be open to Eric's ideas.
if you cast heat metal, and you're in a frozen environment, that should count. They should counteract each other, right?
Yes, it should.
Mm,
Can't you just push boxes and move boxes?
yeah.
Why is this so complicated?
All right.
I mean, hold on. Let me look real quick. Let me see what I got in my little.
You do see a large number of boxes.
How did we do this last time?
Couldn't I
like that
just
you've been
use
through
the?
here 5 times without stacking the boxes along
We
the
always.
floor.
I know, right? We should just have a box bridge that goes all the way across. Hey, why don't you do that? Put down a box, step in it. Put down another box, step into it. Pick up the one behind you.
Literally,
Yeah.
like the floor is lava. Like the floor
Yeah.
is ice.
It would go faster if we had people help from the other side too.
Sorry, I'm already.
I
we
left you
can't hear
one box. That's one step that you don't have to worry about.
you. Unfortunately, we cannot hear you. We are outside. Sorry.
Okay.
Sarek, you hear
I'm
someone
gonna
from
do
a-
it.
You hear someone from nearby faintly. You hear someone shout, "It's not here!" And then you hear something shatter.
Yeah, I ignore those people.
Cool.
Yeah, I know who they are, and I don't do not care.
Kairos,
Unless they
what
come
do you
on
do?
here, don't care.
I'm going to do the arduous work of setting up the boxes so that no one has to deal with this ever again.
Okay.
Let's set up the. I'll help. Let's do it quickly.
I'm the dude who sticks around after everyone's left after having an awesome night partying and camping, and
You
I'm the
fold the
one actually
chairs.
cleaning up everything.
I'm
and putting
still
away in
there.
the trash
I'm like the
cans.
drunk person who everyone
and
left
leaving this place
behind, and
better
I
than I
just
found
help
it.
clean because I'm still there. I didn't mean to be here still, but since I am, I would like
You
to be
inadvertently
helpful.
helped me.
Yeah. So let's do the boxes.
So we put the boxes together in a way that means that we never have to deal with this again.
Yep. It's just a bridge.
I imagine I'm gonna have to step on the ground to do this, right? The question is, how many times do I
Can't
have to
I
step on
take
the
my
ground to
cape
do
off
it,
and
right?
just put it under your feet so you can slide around on it while we set up boxes?
You like
Too cold.
shuffle your feet around on the cape.
Maybe.
Amazing.
Could I do it, or like, do I make a test, or is
give
this like
me-
a
Give me
like a tactics
an
roll? I don't know.
acrobatics check.
Why is it acrobatics? For balancing on the boxes and not getting
Yeah,
taking
exactly.
damage?
This is
Okay.
like stepping carefully between things that are not
Do I need to
made-
do that too,
Well,
Steven?
not well proportioned for stepping between. That's what I mean.
Well, then if
Um,
I'm trying to, why is this? Wouldn't this also just be a dexterity test?
I mean, that's what acrobatics is. If you have no
I
training
actually
in
have a better
acrobatics.
dexterity save than I do an acrobatics test, which is why I'm weaseling here.
How is that? How? Wait, what?
Because I get +2 to my saves.
Oh.
Oh.
This is unfortunately not a saving throw.
I'm trying. Okay.
Which is a very strange thing about 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait, so you're
Even though I'm
walking.
like-
So what's happening? You're
Okay.
walking around putting these boxes in order, and I'm
Yeah,
watching
try not to
you?
take damage.
So how about?
Can you help me so I have
are you
advantage?
helping
Yeah, I
them?
was gonna say, can I be on a box, not walking around, but like holding, like helping balance him with my hand, so I give him
Yeah,
advantage on
totally.
his roll?
So,
Okay, great.
Pyros, make your acrobatics with advantage.
I did.
Wow.
That's a 7.
Wow. Now I'm gonna look up what this room does. God,
Hey, it's
guys.
better than
night.
my natural 1 that I rolled.
That's
Good
true.
night.
I'll take the 5. I don't-
This isn't even in the Kingswood anymore. Oh my God, we're way back in the Sunfall Cycle Master Campaign document instead
You
of an
might have to
Air
set him
Gas
on
Sub
fire now.
document.
You might have to do it. You might.
Look, I'll just take the damage. It's fine.
Well,
I
couldn't
will-
I, Steven, question, if I were to cast Produce Flame, because it's my little cantrip, so it just floats around. Could I just have it float around like near where his feet are to like keep them from burning or freezing? Like keep
I
them
don't think
a little.
produce flame
flame
is
is like
doesn't
a
radiate heat.
baseball of fire.
Oh, well, I
So
don't
you'd
know.
actually
It's
have to,
fine.
like,
Maybe
throw
it
it at his
produces
feet.
heat. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Maybe I'm wrong.
The chilled cellar. All right, good. Make a DC 8 Constitution saving throw.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. So you take 1
Nice.
damage, Kairos,
Yeah.
but you resist the chilling, draining effects of the floor, and that's all it takes. You manage to get enough boxes together that the rest of them are easy enough to corral, that you create a bridge leading
Yay.
all the way from the ladder to the Darkling Mirror. But none of you will ever have to worry about this.
I give Ankara a high five.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
And both of you were participating in this. And Kara, you were helping and making this work. Yeah.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Boom. I mean, I did have fun turning into a polar bear and having one run like on my back and just sliding across, but this works too.
The parents of the group solve the problems with their future kids.
You hear someone from the top of the ladder shout, "Makes the dream work!"
Oh God.
Come on, Marshmallow.
Yay! Marshmallow does a flip in the air.
Meanwhile, our rest of our group doing.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we go catch up with them.
You all get up into the courtyard. There's, a gentle fountain in the center with some, carved wooden chairs perched around it. There's like a grill back in the back. It looks very, very upper middle class. Now, if I recall correctly, they're you're sort of down in the center of an open air courtyard.
Yeah, and
Yes.
one direction is the guys who are like upstairs, like, oh shit, we gotta find stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a door that leads to the foyer with the pool that was protected by the water elemental. And then there's a staircase leading up to the side that gets you up to that second level that's overlooking the courtyard and also conveniently opens onto the patrician's bedroom.
And that is where the snake face is. Yes.
That's where the Dahaka statue is, with one fang inserted in its mouth and a smear of blood across its tongue. Everything looks exactly as you left it. There are 2 gentlemen on the balcony outside the room looking down below. They're muttering furiously to themselves, and someone from down below sounds like they're sort of like rifling through the collection of detritus on the street down below, but none of them seem to be paying you any attention.
I mean, we don't need to kill these
Just
guys
snoop
again.
by, yeah.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
poor guys, they keep dying over and over and over again.
They do.
Let them have this one. Today, they find something in that chest. They're gonna, you know what? Let them have this one.
I don't think they will. But why not?
Every black-eyed monster has its day. Today's their day.
Amazing. The 4 of you pass behind the statue to Dahaka, enter into the pitch blackness, and follow your way along the walls, and emerge unaccosted into the ring of relics overlooking the sanctum of Dahaka down below. So you might remember there were like a series of alcoves that contained various treasures that you procured from in here. Here is where that strange relic keeper was, with his hunched over back with all the candles dripping down it. You like hurled flames at you. You killed him, and then you descended down a set of spiral staircases into the chamber below.
Yes.
Where there is an elevator leading up into the Cathedral de Coronet. But in the center of this chamber, the flagstones have been split and are lit from below with an unearthly red glow. And you hear from down in the depths the hissing of lava as it collides with water.
Oh, cool. We're here.
Ooh.
As you watch, a burst of boiling steam erupts from this crevasse, just streaming past, and then it subsides.
I forget. Last time, did this burn us or no?
Last time it hurt, and more importantly,
Like we slowly roasted as we went down, didn't we?
I don't remember that part. I just know that it hurt.
Okay. All right.
Can't be that bad.
Want to go down?
Yeah, go down.
Yeah,
Go
let's
down.
go.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go. Let's do it.
Okay.
One.
This time I'm not going first.
What?
Why would I go first?
Because
You
it's your
have
shadow
to.
person.
You're good at it.
Yeah, you're the quickest. You're the most perceptive, and you also are really good at shooting
All right, you
things
talked me
before
into it.
anything
Okay,
sees you.
thank you. Yes. All right. Yes. As the most perceptive and the quickest and the nicest and the most attractive and the most charming, I will go first.
All right. So you're trying to climb down this crevasse.
Yes. Well, we have a rope. Is the rope still there? We had a rope there last time.
Oh, did you like hammer a rope into the walls?
We had like a
believe
rope.
so,
and-
yeah.
we went down.
Okay. Yeah, then I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but it sounds entirely plausible, and I'm willing to roll with it.
Thank you.
So, yeah, your rope is still like spiked into the ground and descending into the depths. And because the heat that's coming out from here is a wet heat, the rope has not burned to cinders. So go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics with advantage. Well, I don't need the advantage.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah. So you climb down very rapidly, descending to the bottom. And let me just, let's see.
You get to the bottom and are immediately murdered. It's crazy. It's like he was waiting for you because you'd done it before, like a big idiot.
Yeah,
no, you're dead now.
you get to the bottom, and there's a rushing river flowing beneath you.
Yep.
And far off to the right-hand side, there's like a flow of lava that's pouring into the river, and just billows of steam are billowing up. Now that you're like dangling from the rope below the ceiling and looking up, you can see that the steam is all rushing up into these big sort of like carved out domes under the ceiling. And then every once in a while, one of those domes like connects the cloud of steam with the vent that you just crawled down, and all of the steam just rushes pouring up through the vent. And at that moment in time, the other trio from up above see a rush of steam just come rocketing up out of here. Sarek, the rope, as I recall, does not go all the way down
It does not. No.
to the floor.
No.
Are you just going to drop? Or are you going to try to like do some swinging
I'm gonna try
acrobatics
and
action?
I'm gonna try and land like the professional that I am.
Yeah. Now, there are two dead bodies lying next to a mock statue of Dahaka. I think I remember it was sort of like piled stones and then like some small bronze idol that they had set up there or something like that. Both of them have had their throats cut.
Cool. I'm gonna avoid that for the moment and try to get down there and make sure that I can like establish an area where everyone else can come down.
Okay, cool. You find you're like dangling here, surveying the area below you. You find like a convenient sort of shadowed corner of stalagmites. I had to remember like mites tights. Stalagmites sticking up from the ground that provide sort of a sheltered space. The dim light from the lava flow casts only shadow into that corner. So give me an acrobatics check, and we'll see if you can successfully
Of course I
dodge,
did.
duck, dip,
Please.
dive, and dodge,
Please.
and land with a flawless 3-point landing directly in the center of this ring of spikes. Well done.
Thank you. I give like a
The native cavern bird call.
yeah.
Yeah. How big is this cavern? Can Sarek, like when he rises up from his feet, can he looks up, can he not see the ceiling? Like, is it that cavernous or is it cramped?
The edges of the cavern are not lit by this lava flow, but the ceiling and the crevasse from the ceiling and the worship like altar are all lit with dim light, but lit nevertheless.
Okay. So it's not like this giant, like, I don't know. I'm picturing something that would be like, you know, the Dwarrow home or whatever the name of the dwarves are in Moria.
Right. Yep.
It's not like that tall.
No.
Okay.
No. It's a natural cavern as well, not wrought.
Sure. Okay.
Who of the other three of you are descending next?
I'll go because I'm the complete opposite of Sarek. I'm just gonna bumble down through here.
Fantastic. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics, advantage. Go.
Nice.
25.
Great.
Then
You get down to the bottom of the rope, which ends some 20 feet above the river rushing below you, and there's nobody in this room. It's just completely empty.
But I'm gonna keep moving and trying to match where Sarek is. So I believe I have to do an acrobatics test to get down there. The fall.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Right.
You find a darkened corner of stalagmites sticking up from the ground, and you do an acrobatics flippy dive.
Yeah.
And face plant directly in front of bemused Sarek.
Nailed it.
You hear me snort, laugh.
Nailed it.
Your armor makes this like ringing clang sound that crunches as you hit the ground. And the two of you from up above hear the clang echoing from the caverns below. Shortly thereafter, a burst of steam rushes. Who goes next?
I can go.
All right. Give me that athletics tech with advantage. Athletics tech with advantage.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I thought it was funny.
Wait. Oh shit. Oh my god.
It's because my brain always wants to say both test and check.
Sure.
And I'm always like, give me an athletics chest. Give me an athletics check. Awesome.
Well-
Okay, Britt, good. You are
Good.
you are halfway down. And
boy.
you can tell that it's taking you quite a long time. You're like crawling your way past like grimacing saurian fossils that like stare at you from the wall, like the eye of a skull exposed from the rock. And then you descend a little further, and there's the whorl of a nautilus. Anyway, you can tell it's taking you quite some time. Like you just can't quite get a good grip on this damp rope. And then all of a sudden from below you comes this rush of steam.
What?
Please give me a constitution saving throw, Britt. That's a DC 14. Oh, you succeed.
Ooh, good work.
You take 6 fire damage from the steam rushing past you. And then you're able to get down the rest of the rope into the chamber below. You see the glint of Kairos' armor off in the corner. Are you going to try to acrobatics check your way over into the stalagmite ring?
I guess so.
Go for it. Oh, nailed it.
Oh my god.
You do like a super cool elven twirl and
Yes.
land flawlessly. A group of judges on the side raise 10, 10, 10, and then the French judge raises 9.7.
Oh, it's got to be 1.
Man.
He ashes a cigarette before he does it.
Yeah. Aya, give me an athletics check with advantage.
I look down at everybody. I'm like, or into the darkness where I can't stare. I say, I don't know about this, guys.
Go.
Wow. You just like,
I don't work out.
you are basically falling
I
down this
don't
pit.
do that.
Poor Marshmallow is like grabbing the shoulder of your cloak and like trying to keep you from
I
hitting
don't
the
do
worst.
it.
Marshmallow like landed on your shoulder when you were like peering over the edge. And
Yeah.
you just like peered too far and like did that thing where
Straight
like
down.
your body leaves the frame and Marshmallow is like a cartoon is like
Mhm.
and like looks down and suddenly disappears.
Mhm.
Yep.
Tree.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
and Jim,
It's like
like
his
Aya
tail
has
that goes down.
flashbacks
Yeah.
to gym class
Yeah.
of all of the, you know, her gym teacher telling her, none of us are leaving until Aya climbs that rope and hits
Oh,
the
no.
bell. And I'm at the bottom like, I don't know.
Why do I feel like that's less about Aya and more about Bronze?
No, that's some real shit. That's when you sit there and go, I didn't want to go to math class anyway.
I feel like this is too real, and you
Aya
need a
did.
hug.
I
to
was
go to
not
math
an
class,
athletic
though.
child. I was a nerd. I was not an athletic baby.
The rest of us, on the other hand, were not nerds as children and were just successfully athletic, very popular.
Talking just about Eric.
Hate you all.
Anyways, what happens as I plummet to my death?
Make a Constitution saving throw. Wow, nice. Okay, yeah. So you take 8 fire damage from this,
Okay.
and then you go splashing directly into the river. Bloosh. Pull yourself up onto the shore, dripping wet. There's 3 pairs of eyes looking at you from a collection of stalagmites.
Okay.
I meant to do that. It was really hot and I wanted to cool off.
Ew.
Sure, of course you did. Yes.
I shake off my robe.
I feel like at this point it's not like super surprising that you and I are like a 2-man wrecking crew in this game. I feel like we just always like kind of bump into shit
Yeah.
trying to do
Mhm.
things like
Klutzes.
knock us over.
Well, our element of surprise on this rogue is certainly diminished, but I feel like we've got it all handled.
Fantastic. All right, folks, what are you gonna do from here? There's like the river flows away from your current position towards the lava flow, and then it descends down like a rushing flow after that. But over next to that exit of the river, there is actually like a cavernous exit.
Well, we need to find this person before they find us. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Would everybody give me a perception check?
Percep-
At regular, or is it
Yeah.
disadvantage because of dim
See,
light?
the thing, what had happened was
Regular.
How
Is
what
that the
happening to
water
you?
got in my eyes and my
Literal
contact
zero.
came out.
What happened to you?
Actual-
So
Actual
I
zero.
was explaining what had happened was that the water washed my eye contact out.
I feel like as you came
Is that a
down,
reason
the
or an
steam
excuse?
like got in one of your eyes, and like
Mhm.
your robes got caught on some of the
Mhm.
stalactite,
Sarek,
magnite things.
one of the stalagmites on the opposite side of the room stands up and extends a crossbow and pulls the trigger.
Can I tell who it's facing?
It's facing Aya.
Yeah, I want to push. Do I have time to push Aya out of the way?
You do not.
Because I noticed this. All right, then.
Mr. President.
Yeah, I don't know. Then I mean, what do we do if it's gonna hit Aya? I can't do anything. I'll just say, Aya, look
Shoot it
out!
back. Shoot it first.
Aya, you take wait, let's roll this twice. You take
I did this all wrong.
14 piercing damage and 55 poison damage.
What?
Make 2 constitution saving throws.
Do I get the +1 to these?
Kairos?
I mean, I'm within 10 feet of you, right?
Yes.
So here's a couple of things. Is he just attacking twice with a light crossbow?
No, he's using assassinate during his first turn. Sun has advantage on any creature that hasn't taken a critical hit. Any hit Sun scores against a surprise creature, aka Aya, is a critical hit.
Oh, so this is a critical hit. Okay, he didn't attack twice. Okay, go.
Yep.
Got it. Yep, nothing I can do for you.
Nope on that first one.
I'm gonna die.
I mean, yeah.
I'll bring
this
you
is-
back up in a second. You're fine. Hang in there.
Then.
Hey, that second one. All right, so you take 14 piercing damage plus 28 poison plus 13 poisons. 28, 35. Nope, 31.
31
Wait.
points of damage.
41.
41. I'm
Yeah,
down
so
to
you
6.
you take a total of 57 points.
Oh
of
no,
damage
I'm dead.
total.
Yeah, that's my whole. I only have 55, so I die. Shot through the heart.
Well,
Ow.
you know,
And then Sund dives backwards, doing a backflip off the ledge of this river as it flows down into the darkness and falls away into the darkness below.
I look down at
This guy
Aya's
fights like a
corpse.
douchebag.
I look down at Aya's corpse and I say to your dead body, I told you, I told you, I told all of you.
Stop. No, I'm trying to
I
heal
run
her.
over to Aya.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Aya my moon shard.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Nice.
I will also, knowing that it got shot, assuming I saw there was I grab out the black tipped arrow, maybe like poison. That I don't think that requires a medicine check, but maybe what would is the poison lingering? Like, would she be remaining poisoned as the condition from this, or is she gonna be
give
okay?
give me a medicine check.
I also cast Cure Wounds, so you get 16 more points.
Cool. That's total of 38 hit points.
I don't know.
You don't know. She's probably dying. She's probably already dead. She's probably undead. It's probably like poison that turns her into Sund's unwitting thrall.
Oh, Soon's unwitting thrall just gained 38 hit points.
Yep. And I think that's probably where we should end our show today.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so thrilled that we all got to do this together. Experience this murder of us. Well, gang,
All
next
fun and
time.
games.
Next time we'll see that you don't mess around with badass rogues because they are badass.
I mean, if we have to do this again, like we should just drop a gigantic bomb down the hole before we jump down and like blow him up before we can get down there.
So sorry, he has abilities that will jump out of the way. It's,
We just gotta like throw a fireball on this guy. That's the way we're just gonna drop a nuclear bomb on
I'm
him.
gonna fly
It's
down
all
there
fun
as
and
a
games till the
giant
cave starts speaking
bat.
Elven.
We're just
I'm
gonna
just
blow the
saying.
whole thing up. Everybody
Yeah.
get
Actually,
out, just plant the
All of a
dynamite.
sudden, we've just stumbled on the true winning strategy. And Kara turns into a bird and carries the biggest bomb that she possibly can.
It's
and
all about
detonates it.
demolition now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just demolish everything, and
I
then
mean,
nothing can hurt us.
Yeah, like theoretically, grab a portable hole and a bag of
Yes.
holding, and then
Yes.
create a rift into the astral dimension within like 10 feet of it and just yoink people out of existence. So they're stuck.
Like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, you just
Exactly,
you literally
just like that.
vacuum-
Yes.
Yeah, because a bag of holding, because two-dimensional spaces, like extra-dimensional things, can't work together, and it just breaks the universe, and you get sent to the astral plane. So if you like make a bomb of those two things together, just kind of suicide yourself with whatever you're fighting, so you're trapped in another world.
I'm going like full World of Warcraft on this. I'm like, what if we created some type of phosphoric bomb and dropped it down there, just illuminated everything like a flare, like a
Yeah,
hunter
you're
flare.
just describing the U.S. and Vietnam.
Oh,
like,
God.
like, what can we do to hide from?
Doom,
You
doom,
know,
doom,
like,
doom, doom, doom.
how do you?
But you know what I
How do you
mean?
fight things that are? Yeah.
Well, I can cast Fairy Fire, and we can see him when we're like ready to battle.
But he could dodge. There's a potential of him dodging the fairy fire.
He could dodge it. Maybe we can light him on fire somehow. He won't get away then.
Real fire, not fairy fire.
You can't hide when you're on fire.
Well, the
You know what
thing
I
is,
just thought I could have
gotta bait.
casted before I went
need
down?
bait.
Detect thoughts. And
Oh, yeah, that's
I
a
wouldn't be
good
able to
idea.
see where he's at, but we'd be able to see what we'd be able
You
to hear
would've-
what he's about to do.
Well,
You would've
you
got
need to
thoughts that
transform
were
into
like-
something with predator vision.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I
we're
don't
having
know.
all these conversations now after you've already died.
Yeah.
I love how sometimes when we play, we're like, we've gotten so good after playing like 60 something times where we're like, let's
Whoa.
think about this and make a plan. And then Steven's like, there's a giant dark hole. What do you do? And we're like, just jump down there.
It's
He'll
an
never
excellent
learn.
way to gather information.
Okay.
Well, I guess we have time to plan.
It's gonna run out of poison eventually. That's the way we get them.
Yeah. We would like to do nothing, Steven, until he gets tired and comes
We're
out
just
of his
gonna-
hiding spot.
Churn through his ammunition.
Yep, we're just gonna win through attrition. I can out heal the amount of damage you can do soon.
He one shot. Oh yeah, one shot with a crossbow.
No. That was assassinate. So we just have to make sure that he doesn't get the drop on us like that. But that's hard because he's immediately going to disengage and try to do it again. Basically, what this dude doing is classic Dark Souls. Aggroing one dude, pulling him away, murdering him, and then coming and aggroing the next one, right? So
Definitely.
you have to be like, nope, we're all going to go after you. You're not breaking line of sight and resetting us. You have to play hyper aggressive with rogues.
Wait, whoa, time out.
Got to get in there
Are we
and just,
the dark souled creatures this time?
yeah. And we need to, it's like World of Warcraft PvP, Jesse. You know, we got to play
Holy
hyper aggressive.
shit.
We got to
Yo,
get in
I'm
there.
Most dangerous
Do
game.
not let Rogue Cloak of Shadows vanish. That's basically what we're doing. If we don't let him
really
cloak vanish,
excited.
he can't shadow step ambush us.
I'm really excited for this boss fight.
Chat says throw hives of bees down.
Wait, yeah, can't you throw snakes at him?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
And Kara, just throw your snakes. Just snake him. All
I
the
was
snakes.
thinking, I was like, oh, I should just call my baby snake.
Yeah, just snake it.
Oh
Then
yeah,
I'll
I
have all
forgot
those
his
snakes.
sneak attack damage. Wait,
Just
Yeah,
add
okay.
it, Steven.
8d6. There we go. Aya, you take an additional 21 damage on top
Oh
of
my
it.
god.
I'm so sorry.
I'm wondering if I just like,
You actually would have
Played
died.
like a
I think you
dick
would have died
bag.
outright.
No,
I would've,
she wouldn't
yeah.
have it. Nah.
No,
What
you took more damage.
No,
No,
because
wait,
you have to get down to your negative hit points. So like it would have dropped her to like negative 23 is where she would have ended up.
Isn't it like when you take more damage equal to like your
No,
con
it's
score?
when you get like, so
No,
if
it's
my
negative-
full
negative
HP is
HP.
like 25, I have to be at like negative 25 or
Yep.
negative 26 to die,
Okay.
right?
I don't know.
I don't
could've
know. I don't
sworn
know
it
why
was
I'm
when you took
arguing with you,
damage-
Eric. You know
When you
so
took
much
more
about the
damage from your
rules than
con
I do.
score. I thought it was like related to your con score, but I don't know.
I don't
I
know. I guess we can look
don't
at it.
remember.
I could have swore it was like negative your health as well.
But
I
it's
think
like-
negative con score was like either 3rd or 4th edition.
Yeah, they're all the same. Whatever.
Yep.
You know,
Your first, 4th.
Technically,
4th edition is
never
the same
mind.
as 5th.
All right.
Never mind.
Oh, twice your max health. Never mind. Okay.
I could just, I don't know. It wouldn't help anybody else. I could just put up a Hunger of Hadar so he can't see me and sit inside it.
Lol.
What the hell?
And it wouldn't hurt me, and I could just sit in there, and he can't hurt me, and I can't hurt him unless he comes and 1v1s me in the bubble.
1v1 me, bro.
1v1 to Norlondo. Come on. But he won't be able to shoot me. So
Terrible idea. That's a
I mean,
bad
that's a
idea.
great idea. That means he
no.
We
has
have time to
someone
discuss
else
these
other than
options,
me.
guys.
You're right. We have plenty of time to think this one over. Okay, is that it for us to dwell?
That will be it.
Let's go around this screen. Find out what people are up to. Britt, is it still you?
It's still me, Britt Wiseman. I don't have anything to promote. I'm just going to hang out. Thanks, everybody, for watching us again. It's really nice to have chat here while we all play together. This is one of my favorite times of the week. I guess all I have to say is Black Lives Matter. Make sure you're registered to vote. And if you have the time and the energy, maybe think about signing a petition or finding a way to do something nice for your community. That's all. Have a great weekend.
Stephen, what are you doing to this
Oh
week?
man, I'm trying not to melt in the finally actual summer that Amsterdam is getting. It's like 90 degrees all this week,
Woo!
and there is no air conditioning in Amsterdam, so it's gonna be warm. Stay cool out there, kids.
Stay cool, kids.
Stay cool out there,
Bronze.
kids.
What is happening with you this week? What is going on in the background there? You are living like you're putting up an art gallery? What are you doing?
Yep.
All right, cool. Eric, what are you doing this week?
Playing Fall Guys. Man, I love that game.
Yeah. How many times have you won, Eric?
None. I've gotten so close. I
Jesse,
have
what about
tasted the
you?
crown.
You haven't won?
No.
Oh, I've won. Bronze has won. I know
I've won.
Britt's won.
I've only played like
we
I've
all know that
only
Jesse's won, right?
actually.
I've only played like 3 hours.
clearly.
No, I've
Jesse
gotten
has
so
to
close.
have had one.
How many times has Jesse won?
I don't know. I feel like every time I've played, I've gotten this close and then I pulled it off and I won. Like every single time it happened.
I can't. It's always like it's me and 6 dudes or whatever are like chasing the crown thing, and it's like I just fall over for no reason, and that's it. And I just like, and someone else has the flawless run.
I had it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
literally
You had the
this
flawless
close.
run.
I was flawless. It was a
Jesse.
flawless run. I made it through every single thing. It was flawless.
Oh my God.
No mistakes. And I jumped just a little early. I was like,
Was that your clip, Eric? It was really good.
That's just
Oh, people should watch Eric's
So I have to
clip.
ask Jesse.
I can't link it in your chat for
Since you
whatever
were
reason,
so
Jesse.
close, I'm sure you got like a prize that was equivalent to the person who won, right? Since it's so close.
I did unlock a pair of boxer shorts, so
That's basically as good as winning.
you know.
Oh, Eric, since we're here, did you get Mark of Faith, the new Adeptus Sororitas book that just came out?
I did
You
not.
should get it
What?
and read it and discuss with me because it's going to be my book club book of the month.
Oh hell yeah!
Awesome.
I'm playing a Sister of
And
Battle
Steven,
and Wrath and Glory game,
You
so
should,
I
do it. Mark
Will you
of Faith.
link that, Bronze?
Of course,
In our,
happily.
in our
should. Is there an
Discord?
audiobook version?
I think so. I know
That
there's
cheating?
an ebook
I like
version.
audiobooks.
I've
And
started
there's a
with that.
beautiful hardcover version that sold out like a while ago.
Nice.
But
Amazing.
It's called Mark of Faith.
Mark of Faith, an Adepta Sororitas novel.
Yeah,
which
if you're
means
into
it's
being
all
a
women,
Yeah, there it
sucker.
is. By
all
Rachel
kicking
Harrison.
ass.
Right?
You know what
Rachel
else
Harrison.
is great?
Mhm.
Chaos.
Oh yeah. Get out of here with that shit.
You know what else
Jesse-
is better than that? Chaos.
Quiet now.
The armies
I,
of
be
chaos.
I literally
now.
just started a Zine Charmy in Age of Sigmar.
Chaos.
Wait,
That's all you
weren't
need
you
to know.
doing? Wait, you're doing Zinch now?
Yeah.
You're not doing the chain
Good.
rasps?
Good,
So like
my
I'm gonna
friend.
keep going with the Night Haunt because I've got them, but like Night Haunt all fly, which means they ignore terrain as a thing they have to wrestle with, and they're all ethereal, which means they don't either add or subtract from their saves for any reason, including rend, including like cover and stuff like that. So like I wanted an army that would actually play with those rules also. So yeah, I
Instead
grabbed
of just like attack moving like forward.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
also all Night Haunt are melee. So I was like, all right, we're going Zinch.
I just bought Mark of Faith, so I can literally listen to it.
Awesome.
I can't wait
Um,
for us to discuss. I
nice.
made my first Sororitas army. I'm still assembling it, but I
They
just
are-
got the pieces. My
they are
first
beautiful.
army, my first kill team was orcs, because obvi. Gork and Mork. And then my second kill team was Necrons, which I just got the new Necrons from the Indomitus box. And now my third kill team is Adepta Sororitas.
Archaon. Are you doing Lords of Chaos?
Leader of the chaos armies.
You're doing Lords
Hell
of
yeah,
Chaos?
dude!
That's pretty
Archaon
cool.
is so
Alright.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Look at this motherfucker.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty
That's
sick.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there is one thing that I should probably hype up, which is that as of don't quote me on this. Hang on, I'm going to Steam. Steam, tell me. Load the store. Y'all know I can't get this wrong.
Heavy
Yes.
breathing.
As of the 7th of August, as of Friday, the Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is now available on Steam Epic Games Store, and you should definitely go check it out for PC.
Ooh.
I want to plug my Pendragon game because I always do, and it's really, 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 really good. That's all I gotta say. That's a really good role-playing game that I'm running. 2 hours, 2 players. We get really into like our personal lives and how we raise our kids, and as well as like fighting and duels, and it's really good.
Hard to raise them when they're all taken over by the forces of chaos.
There's no there's a little chaos in that
There's
game.
always
I won't
chaos.
spoil it, but yeah.
I'd play Pendragon with you if you let me play as a chaos knight.
Nope.
Well, then I guess we're not playing with you. It's so sad. We could have been friends. We could have been good
Do you
friends.
think
the best of
that,
friends.
you know, eventually when we beat this game, aka Sunfall Cycle, because we're gonna beat it eventually, I do think it would be cool to have Steven do a Warhammer game for us, even if it was only for like 1 month. I think that would be pretty cool.
As long as I can be chaos and rain,
Dark Heresy
fire.
game would pretty much make my day.
Right, Brit?
So a little dark heresy.
I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be pretty fucking sick.
I'm down.
But
I'm down. I'm down for everything.
I would also play a game about woodland creatures adventuring. Something.
Dude,
some
I would
Red
play
Wally
a Woodland
thing.
Creatures game. I'd play like the high school thing.
I'd
I'll
be
do
so happy to
whatever
play with
guys
you.
want.
Yeah.
Come on, everyone. Let's go on an adventure together.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
boy. There's
Honey cake.
lots of treasures in the cave over there. Right?
Maybe not. Maybe some other ones we could do. What
You don't
else?
want to be, I can't be your friend right now.
Why are you
on.
always a mole?
Cause I'm a mole. My name's Mole Moleman.
What if you were a southern gentleman gnome?
I hate every time you
mole.
do that. It makes me laugh so hard. There's nothing to be done about it.
What do you
It's so
mean?
funny.
Come on, everyone. Let's go on an adventure together. Yay! That's the character.
Amazing.
Oh boy. Well, that's enough out of me. That's enough out of us. We'll see you all next week with the big battle royale against a far inferior rogue, but still a rogue nonetheless. Stay tuned. Be good. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody. Pew, pew, pew.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze! We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze! Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze!
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
Yeah, now sing the music.
Bring the strippers and booze! I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. You